Okay, it's done. The deed has been done. What a lovely thing to come in on. Hi, bots. Welcome, friends, countrymen. Why am I changing up the fucking intro? Oh, I know why. It's because I'm trying to count episodes. This would be episode 37 of the Frostwalkers podcast. I didn't have to go to Spotify to look.
That's a record.
No, I totally didn't have to do that. This week, Livy will hopefully be popping in later, and I know we said that during Eldraine, but we mean it this time. But here with us today, we have Kat reprising her role as Finley because Finley's permanent, and yay. Shay as Rowan, Rev as Andre, and a super cool guest star. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, my name's Heather, also known as DM Dad Jokes on Instagram, and I'll be playing Geldrea, a swashbuckler rogue.
Heck yeah! And to anyone who watched the small Terravona Dragonborn charity stream, you saw Geldrea once before during Friday morning's events. So this episode,
yep.
Woof. No way to start but to start, I guess.
Yep, I'm scared.
So
strap in, boys.
I wish I had written something out.
Emotional roller coaster.
I wish I'd written something out monologue style, but I have improv. So let's see what we got here. So, the Harvest Festival has come and passed. Finley has joined your ranks. Emery's prophecy has come to pass as well. The bearer of the Sword of War and Peace has been found in Finley. Calum and Finley have spent some time together. They have gotten to know each other. You guys have gotten to bond in an episode that will probably either be put out later or just as a bonus content. You guys spent a night drinking together. You guys have... That was an experience. That was an experience, yeah. But through all of this, one thing you can safely say is that the Night Council has grown from your humble beginnings. Even back from just a few months ago when you received interesting messages in your dreams from Anna, the spirit of a high elf sorceress who fell in the war. Finley has not been visited by Anna in a dream, though the other three have, but Anna has promised the rest of the Night Council that Finley is instrumental to her plans. Finley, you know the name Anna, and you know her works. She was one of the heroes of the war, right up there with Calum and Zagreus, and she was inseparable with those two, and she gave her life for the people in a fight against a red dragon who was named... Give me a moment, I have this. Yes, Baelnorn the Hollow. And his defeat... Baelnorn the Hollow.
Baelnorn the Hollow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The red dragon's name was Baelnorn, and it was its defeat that led the people of Timshul have a moment of respite and enough time to rally to take on the final fight against the Shadow Dragon itself and save their kingdom. But that victory came at the cost of Anna's life. 50 years have passed. Calum mourned her as she was his closest friend, but now she's promising a way to bring her back. And you have most of what you need. You've grown as people, as casters. You have the red orb, which will be all the magic you need. You just need the instructions. And tonight, when the barrier between worlds is at its lowest, when the spirits are moments away from having their grips on their souls clenched by the goddess of death and winter, the Raven Queen, her season marks a low period of activity for the undead. But right beforehand is when the barrier is at its weakest. And it is now that you are striking. The ancient Arcanum in the old town ruins of Timshel have been known to be the place of a tome that has the instructions on a ritual that could bring Anna back as a Baelnorn lich. A lich who does not need to harvest souls to stay alive, but runs on arcane energy. She may not be exactly the same, but it will be her. She won't need to lose herself to any sort of madness as a Baelnorn. And so, knowing this, you stand at the base of the Arcanum, looming above you, towering. The height of a modern building, of a modern industrial skyscraper almost, but in stone. And its look, as you look up to it, is imposing. The perspective making it loom higher than it may. It's a cold day, but the sun is shining. What do? You're at the door.
Oh wow. Wow. This is so, like, cinematic. I like it. Very different tone than we're used to. So, question. This episode is going out on Halloween, right?
No, it is going out Monday. Like, the Monday, that is the Monday of today's Friday.
I see.
The
Okay.
27th.
But this is our, like...
Or 28th, or whatever.
Okay, but this is our, like, Halloween episode, right?
Correct. Which is why it is when the barrier between worlds is its lowest, All Hallows Eve.
Cool. On a lighter note, are we dressed up? And what are we dressed up as?
I am hesitant to think you're in your Halloween costumes as you go to save the soul of your friend, Rowan.
You're right. You're correct. I was just trying to lighten the mood. You right. I wouldn't put it past us, though.
Okay. Better question. Do you want to go into the spooky ghost place in a costume?
No.
Nah.
No.
We can ask what they would have worn on Halloween for the sake of that being canon, if you must. We can also do that later.
That's fine. I was just trying to lighten the mood. Continue.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be mean.
No. It was not mean at all.
Okay. So you guys are standing out there in whatever clothes you so choose. I will take the passive route there. Whatever you want to wear, you're wearing.
Default.
Default it is.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are standing outside. It's not snowing or nothing like that, but the autumn leaves are blowing. It's a cold autumn day, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not winter levels, but it is a cold autumn day. And the sun is out, but it's a gray day too, you know? It's not a bright sunny day. You can see the light of the sun coming in, but the day is gloomy.
It's cold.
It's cold and gloomy and autumnal, and the reds and oranges of the leaves like popping out in the gray landscape. Because there are probably a lot of trees in the old town ruins, even though the buildings themselves are decrepit. The wildlife has gotten to grow for 50 years or so. So, what are you guys doing at the base? Basically, this is your final preparations. So tell me what they did to prepare, what they got on. You know what I mean? So I'll start with Andre.
Oh,
sorry. Andre, how did you prep?
Okay.
Especially because I started with Andre because Anna's in her head.
Yeah.
So Anna's super excited, but that excitedness has kind of pegged into silence. It's like the sort of thing where she's so excited that she almost worries that if she talks you through it, she'll observing a thing changes its outcome, you know?
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. So, let me see. What did Andre do to prepare?
You can say like yoga to emotionally prepare. That's valid.
I don't know that Andre is the yoga type.
Be more Rowan's thing.
Yeah, that'd be a Rowan thing.
Rowan did some Zumba and cried.
Sounds like a vague call out.
I'm sorry. Zumba's like really athletic, and so imagining someone doing that and crying is very funny to me.
I don't know why I said that. I just didn't want to say yoga again, honestly.
No, it's okay. It's a very funny mental image. Oh.
Yeah. So, okay. I'm gonna say that before Anna did go silent, Andre probably spent a lot of time like talking to her. Maybe not about this particularly, but just like, just friendly conversation. Like, this is gonna be a thing, but it's gonna be fine, and so we're gonna act like it's gonna be fine.
Right, yeah.
She definitely has both Fearbringer and the Sword of Light and Shadow with her, just in case.
Because Andre, I think more than anyone else, knows the story because Chedwick told you, yeah?
Yeah.
Or was it Lothar? Either Lothar or
It
Chedwick.
was one of the people that Andre talked to during check-in mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, more than anything, she's on high alert. She's got her wits about her, and she's got all her blades ready.
I love it. All right, sorry. I don't know. Just something about that made me chuckle. Anyway, Finley, are you set to go, or do you want Rowan to say hers first?
I'm set to go, I think.
Okay, so what did Finley do to like prepare for this? Bearing in mind she does live with Calum.
First off, she is a warlock of the Raven Queen herself.
Right.
So she definitely relayed that information to Calum, probably gave like a super long lecture about repercussions and so on and so forth about death. Basically probably gave him just a big long chiding about how like this is dangerous. If we're gonna do this is like I'd want her back too, but this is what's on the line here.
Right, yeah. I think Calum wasn't angry at this. I think he was actually very civil with his response to you, Finley. And you could tell there was no malice behind it. It was very much something of like, thank you for being upfront about your concerns,
Yeah.
And ultimately, Calum was saying that this was going to happen, but he didn't want to sound like he disregarded your feelings. He was very good, I think, and the dice say he was very good at like easing your fears.
Yeah, I think it would be it wouldn't be she wouldn't be denying or going directly against it, basically just ranting of her insecurities about it because it's a really big deal, and especially as someone who worshipped or is a warlock of the Raven Queen, it's kind of even a bigger deal
Right,
to be
yeah.
involved in that kind of stuff. But
Oh yeah.
So she definitely brought the Sword of War and Peace. Has she been to this area before, or is this new to her?
She's definitely seen it. Anyone who's been in Timshire long enough has seen the ruin. The most of it themselves is just these decrepit buildings, and it almost just looks like a section of what was at one point just as much Timshire as the rest of town, but just is older and more decrepit and not kept up,
Yeah.
So, the Arcanum itself, though, she probably has not been into. As a matter of fact, she's probably been in front of telling people not to go in.
Yeah.
So, like, this is weird for Finn. Like, she's she's been there so that way like teenagers on a harvest festival wouldn't sneak up there with drinks or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
Now she's going in there herself.
definitely. I'd say that she sort of just like Andre, she's very on guard, literally and figuratively. I think that she's wearing a little like trophy of an enemy that she's taken like around her neck, just as sort of a good luck charm, like maybe just like a tooth or something that just sort of like it's like
okay.
I have power, it's okay.
I dig that.
But yeah, that's what she's been doing.
Okay, I made a note of that. All right, last but not least, Rowan.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to make that first little bit make sense. Knowing Rowan, I think she would probably be trying to lighten the mood, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that this is something that's very, like, she really hopes that this works, you know? For Anna and for Caleb, and just for everyone. She's really hoping that this goes well. And so but she knows the risk of it. And so I think she's just trying to to lighten everybody's spirits. So she's probably asked them, as maybe like as they were walking into this place what they were going to wear for Halloween just to get their minds off of things.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And then I think that she also has with her. Rowan doesn't really have any armor to protect herself, but she's definitely brought Heartmender and the sword as well.
Okay. Are you riding Coco or?
I don't know if I'm riding on Coco right now, but I definitely brought Coco with me.
Okay, so you have Coco. That was what was important to me. All right. So, okay, I know.
Oh yeah, we're probably gonna be. I'm very aware. I've heard tale of some spooky stuff, going on here. So I've definitely brought my big beefy dog with me.
Okay.
As protection.
Okay. Well, we've stalled long enough. You're at the doorway, and Calum looks at all of you, has a deep sigh. All right, well, kind of stretches out a little bit and just like there are two guards on either side of the door, one a half orc and one a dwarf, and they're like nodding knowingly at Calum, and he holds up his arcane focus, his staff, and it glows a blue light, and a crystal on the door shines that blue light as well, and the door just pulls itself open, giving like splitting in the middle to let you guys open as these ornate wooden doors creak and just groan and seem to fight themselves to push in. It almost seems like they don't want to, but eventually to Calum's call they give way. And it's quiet for a moment as you look in and just see how vastly dark it is in there, and you hear just the rushing of insect-like feet and the plops of water on occasion, almost counting by minute. And it's in this stressful moment where you hear behind you the two sets of footsteps, and you turn around, and Heather, would you like to introduce your character?
Sure. You see a tall for even an elf, Shadar-kai. She has raven black hair, a black billowing cloak behind her clasped together with a silvered feather of raven. She has geometric tattoos covering one side of her face, and she has two swords at her waist. And in tow, she has
a small, not fairly short Avariel boy. He has like aviator glasses. He has the aviator hat. He has a set of very steampunky Xylem tech looking armor on him, but below it has like a very regular shirt. His wings are more brown than Rin's. His aesthetic is maybe
Yeah.
more of that of a sparrow or finch than your typical
Gonna
Vario.
establish right now.
Uh,
Sounds very similar to Rin, but not the same person.
his hair is a bit more poofy than Rin's, I think, a bit more curly. He overall just seems a bit more like playful than your typical Avario that you've seen.
Mm-hmm. He's
Even
a cutie.
Even the way he walks, he like his toe touches the floor, and then he flaps his wings a bit to give him some movement forward. Then his other toe taps the floor, he flutters. His other toe taps the floor, he flutters. It's like
Oh
his
my
heels
gosh.
almost never touch the floor. He kind of flutter jumps his way around.
Oh, he sounds real cute.
He does
love
have
him.
freckles, and he has a big smile as he's like trying to keep
As
up
he's in
pace.
this like really spooky, dark place. It's like really
Yeah,
somber.
like
He's just super happy.
beaming. He is beaming, absolutely. And
Oh.
he just looks over and just goes like, "Well, this is the place I told you about, Galdrea."
Let's go in. We have a job to do. She kind of shakes her head.
Okay. Are you sure about this? I know this is a lot for you, so
She kind of sighs and she looks at him.
Mhm.
You know how much I need this, even if it's going to be hard. Thank you for coming with me.
like I couldn't not.
True.
You're my
but
best friend. I had to be here.
She softens. Thank you anyways.
And I think it's at this point he turns, notices the rest of the party, and just goes, "New friends!"
Finley pulls out her weapon.
Galdrea pulls out hers.
No. Rowan will kind of put her hands on Finley's sword.
And
You
Jitter
kinda try to
absolutely
low-
puts his hand on Galdrea's sword, and the two are like, I bet you like Finn and Rowan, Jitter and Rowan have like their eyes locked. They're just like, wait, nobody has to fight.
State your business.
Fun?
Nobody just goes into the Arcanum for fun.
It's not really a very fun place. Also, by the way, does anybody have a light cantrip? I am one of the few races that don't have dark vision, unfortunately.
Ooh, I can do that. And he walks up to you, Rowan, and he spins a little dice on his armor, and then he taps it, and he puts his hand on your like leather armor, and it starts like glowing a little white light around it.
Ooh.
And he kind of like puts his hands on his hips, makes himself look big, and just goes like, "Yep, I can do that.
Thank you.
No problem."
Rowan just looks like a little nightlight now. Like her armor's glowing. Actually, wait, this is cool to me. Rowan has this little actually I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. Rowan has this little like amethyst crystal necklace that she swears has healing properties, but it doesn't. It's just a crystal necklace. And maybe he touched that and that's kind of glowing like a nice purple color. I like that visual.
That works for me. Caleb just turns and just goes, "Are you two expected? I'm sorry, not many people are just allowed free passage into the Arcanum."
Galdrea just looked at Jitter. She has no clue what to do right now.
He looks at her and gives her like an earnest shrug and just goes, I tried to do as much research as I could. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
guards just
anything.
let you pass?
The guards are just standing there just as confused.
How did you even get in here?
They're not inside. I think this needs to be stated. You're at the door.
Okay.
Like they're like they came from outside. Like you saw them walk up. It's just you're still outside. You haven't actually walked in yet. The guards are like at the doorway, just like, do we stop? Do we?
Listen,
Jitter just kind of chimes in, just goes, "Oh, how rude of us! Hello, my name's Jitter. This is Galdrea. We're adventurers, and we heard tell that there's a book in this ruin of mage powers and stuff. And I mean, I'm more of a builder than a bona fide magic user. A lot of my magic comes from my technology, but I still know my way around a wand."
Jitter.
Yeah,
And she steps forward and she just says, I need a tome that I've been looking for years at this point.
and I'm her
What?
best friend, so I have to come along.
That's adorable. What exactly do you need this tome for? Because we also need it for very, very important reasons.
Oh dear, I sure hope it's not the same book. That would be very awkward.
I needed to
Can-
return to my home. That's it.
Caleb just kind of nods and just goes, "That's probably not the same book. I
hope
doubt
not.
resurrection and teleportation are in the same tome."
Oh, no, I'm sure they wouldn't be. Okay.
So we don't need to fight. We can work together.
Okay, I guess it's always good to have a bigger party.
I'm not gonna make an executive choice here, Finn, Andre. What do you guys have to say about it?
I think it's odd to come in here for, quote, fun.
That's true. That is a little bit suspicious.
I just didn't want you guys to think that we were trying to steal a book from you. I thought you might have been the librarians.
He loves anything that can educate him further. Of course, this is fun for him. She gives him like a fond look.
I think Rowan just kind of looks at her party who are in like full armor carrying swords and just kind of blinks at that comment of, I thought you guys were librarians.
I think
What? Do we
I
look
think-
like librarians to you?
I think Caleb kind of nudges Andre and Finn and just goes like, "Do they seem like they're like not just like chill friends to you? Like, am I not the only one picking up on this?"
No, there's definitely more to them.
Cool. Glad
Okay.
it wasn't just me.
Can I hear this?
I have no idea.
Probably.
She literally looks like her skin is like pretty much pale white. You can see she just turns bright red.
Aw.
Called it.
Caleb then just like leans into the other three and just actually I've wanted to make this joke for so long. Caleb just like puts up a finger to Jitter and Galdrea and says, "Give me a second. Night Council," and he just like literally huddles like sports ball style in a circle. Your head's leaning. He's like, "Okay, what do we do here?"
I don't like them. They're suspicious, but I don't like anyone who makes any first impression, so I don't know if my judgment is valid or not.
Oh gosh. I mean they seem nice enough, but at the same time we are trying to conduct a very, very difficult and also very personal ritual. I don't
think they need to
Dangerous.
be here during the ritual. But I do think having extra hands on deck climbing the Arcanum isn't a bad idea.
That is true. The one is very tall.
True, and
That could be useful.
And I mean, they are a
for me.
shut up high, and Finn is a warlock of the Raven Queen, so maybe there's something there.
True.
Maybe.
They don't seem
Eh.
too hostile, I guess.
They don't seem hostile.
They seem almost too friendly. At least the one does.
Yeah, but I'm getting Caleb like turns back. Galdrea's probably just standing there normally, and Jitter's probably just like bouncing up and down. He just goes, "I get the sense that that's not an act."
I love Jitter.
Do you want them to come along, Caleb?
I feel like there's no harm in it, and if what they're after is that important, I don't want to turn them down. It sounds like they have a lot banking on this too.
Okay,
Alright, then.
I will make a deal with you. I am willing to let them join if you stay close to me so you don't get hurt.
Oh, okay. That's a deal.
Aw.
Okay, then I will. I am fine with it then.
Andre?
Is she like looks over at Jitter and Gal and is like, like squinting, and she's like, I mean, I don't see a reason why they shouldn't be allowed in. I just,
Fair.
I worry about the little one.
Yeah.
See, okay. Here's the truth of the matter. They seem nice enough. It's true. It's a little bit suspicious that they just kind of got in here and are claiming that it's just, well, the one is claiming it's just for fun. Essentially, my point is that they seem nice enough, and Kaylin was right. It is better to have more people on our side, because I've heard some tale about the kind of things that are in this building. And if they do turn on us, there are 4 of us and 2 of them. And we've fought some scary, scary shit. So I am confident in our ability to protect ourselves.
Fair enough. I guess it's decided. Caleb turns around and just goes, "You two are more than welcome to accompany us. I apologize. This was just very sudden."
You know, it's understandable, and she kind of steps forward.
Jitter gives Gal a hug and just goes, "After years, we finally get to do this. I'm so happy for you."
She just grins,
Baby.
kind of like pats him on
Aw.
the shoulder. Not like in a condescending way, like actually legitimate, genuine, like comforting.
Aw. They
So cute.
So,
sound adorable. I really hope they're not evil.
so all of you guys go in. On the first room, you see. Well, once the light from everything, clears up for everyone with dark vision, it's not a problem, and Rowan has her little light crystals now. So in the first room, it is decrepit. There's cobwebs. It's gross. For someone from the Shadowfell, hey, that might look like home.
Yeah, honestly.
Fair.
The only notable things in this room, besides just a door, is 2 gargoyles and a suit of armor that has a pale green light at its base, leaking out like on the side of the hallway, and you can jump over the green light fairly easily. And there's just 2 gargoyles perched on the inside, strangely, and they're just looking down, glaring.
Well, that's weird and spooky. Who put gargoyles on the inside of their building?
I'm gonna make a general blanket statement that will carry through for our whole time in this Arcanum. If at any given moment you want to make a check, tell me, and I will let you. This is not something where I will tell you when. This is something where if something feels off, you tell me when you want to make those perception, investigation, things like that. Because I am just going to tell it to you how it is. You guys have to tell me what you find weird, and we'll go off that, okay? That's my blanket statement. So,
in that
Sounds
case, can I have Andre make an Arcana check?
oh, absolutely. Please do. And same applies to you, Heather, for Geldrea.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. That was to everyone.
Alright, let's see. That is a 19.
Fuck. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Here's the arcane skinny. That green light is a trigger. You get the sense that stepping in that light will activate something within the armor itself, which will probably not be good. You can guess it's probably an animation spell of some sort.
Ooh.
So if you trip the light, you'll probably wake up the guard. And Andre, a more concerning. Well, that was kind of obvious from the setup, you know. Like I feel like Andre goes like, "Wow, that makes sense." The one that doesn't make sense though is you look at those gargoyles again, and you see like on their hands and feet, you notice like cracking and breakage. And I'm gonna say that you were able to look up because you rolled really well. When you walked in, you saw 2 perches that had nothing on them. And judging by the way that the hands and feet have broken and cracked, it almost seems like these gargoyles moved inside with you and broke off their stone attachments, and that's why their hands and feet are so like warped, is they literally broke themselves to be looming over you now, but still as statues.
Okay, alright. So Andre turns to the party and is like, okay, first of all, don't step on the green light. Just that has bad written all over it. Also, a bit more concerning, I think those gargoyles aren't actually gargoyles. I think they move, and I think they followed us.
As soon as you say the words "followed us," you hear the sound of stone like shifting, and all of you turn behind you to the gargoyles, and you see them in turn slowly with the sound of stone shift tilt their heads, almost in a taunting sort of manner.
Oh!
Like,
I definitely believe you, Andre.
and one of them like tries to keep it up. The other immediately like gets on all fours and just jumps.
Okay. I take out my staff.
Okay. Give me a moment. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Andre,
Uh-oh.
I need you to make me a grapple check.
Oh, great. How do those work again?
It's your strength.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Alright.
You got this.
And just so you know,
lie.
I did roll a d6 to see who it jumped for.
Oh, come on, dice, don't fail me now. Okay. Okay, that's a 16.
Okay, yeah, you beat it. So this gargoyle jumps on you, Andre, and you are able to keep it away from you, but you notice it's not trying to like envelop you, it's trying to push you into the light.
Oh, okay. So the light doesn't awaken them. The light does something else.
The light is going to turn on the statue.
Oh, I see.
So
Wait,
like
but
there's
the
2
gargoyles are
gargoyles
what
and
are
there's like a big bulky suit of armor. And they're trying to and the suit of armor's base has the light coming from it. And they're trying to push you into the base, like the light caught by the base of the armor.
I see. Okay, I was getting confused between the gargoyles and the suits of armor. Okay, I got it.
So you guys all see this happen. What do you do? What is your immediate like hair trigger response to this thing jumping at Andre and Andre grunting and pushing it back with her force?
Yeah, I said I take out my staff.
Swords out. Yeah.
Should we roll initiative for this, or can we just like do a thing?
I'm gonna say that it has its back to you. It's focused solely on Andre, so you guys get a chance to wail on it before it gets to retaliate. So do whatever you gotta do first. Like, what's your like? I'm asking for hair trigger responses. Is like, do you like on impulse just swing? Do you on impulse cast? Like, what is your hair trigger moment, quick second thought?
Eldritch Blaze.
Hell, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, and
Okay,
also
cool.
for those a little interested in a physical description of a suit of armor, it is like a pale greenish gray with like red metal connecting the armor pieces, and the headpiece
Interesting.
has like a T-shaped gap in it with an armor point at the top. Oh,
Cool. Very cool.
you know, a shield guardian.
Ah, I see.
And that green light is its activation, and those gargoyles are pushing you into it. So what are you doing about that?
Oh my
Andre,
god,
you do have a response to this though. You do have a reaction.
Oh, sweet.
Is this shield guardian in makeup for us? We were supposed to fight one in the face cards episode, but then
This is my
Mimi killed all
vengeance.
those people and we didn't.
Anyway, yeah, this gargoyle is trying to
Good.
push Andre. So everyone reactions. Go.
Okay, so Finley cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blaze.
Okay, so
Okay.
roll to hit.
Babooshk. That's pretty okay. Hold on one memento. That would
Don't-
be
Don't worry about it. So are these gargoyles. Pretty okay. Pretty much describes them because they are broken.
16 to hit.
That lands.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna say Calum. Actually, no. I'm gonna say that in reaction to this, Jitter backs you up with a witch bolt. So there's like
Oh,
no
Witch Bolt is
blast
so
going at it.
sexy. I'm sorry. It's a good spell. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
I'm not here to yuck your yum, my dude.
I'm gonna go into royal decrees.
Do I
Just
roll
gonna
damage?
write that down.
Yeah. Yep. Do
Okay.
your damage.
All right. That is nice. 7 points of
7 in
damage.
total.
Yes.
So with
It's
Jitter's
1d10.
11 from the witch bolt,
The sexy,
You two-
sexy witch bolt.
you two in tandem, this lightning bolt and these two black bolts that end in this like plumage of like raven feathers almost made up of smoke just blast at the back of this gargoyle, and we like there's clear and obvious breaking in the back. The stone has fallen away and you can see like the metal poles to keep it up intact, and behind it you've basically cracked open its back and its wings are in shambles. It like seems to try to. It's almost going limp, Andre, but you still have your reaction too.
All right. I mean, Andre's first reaction would probably be to swing at it with like, a sword or something. I don't know
Yeah,
I don't know what that would do against stone.
Right. I will say this: you are gripping it with both your hands, and there's another gargoyle like perched, and this one is almost limp in your hands now, and you feel like you could throw. You can throw a motherfucker into another motherfucker.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna actually try that.
All
Roll
right.
to yeet. Roll to yeet.
Give me a flat d20 roll. You can add. I'll just say add your proficiency to it. I can't think.
Oh my god. You're not gonna believe me.
Is it a nat 20? Is it a nat 20? Is it? Oh my god, yes.
I raise
Good.
my hands to the sky in defeat. You throw this thing off of you on, and this limp gargoyle cracks into the other gargoyle, and at impact, these two just shatter into this loud and rating this rainstorm shower of stone bits and metal pieces just land on this first floor. And as they just crack and land, and a finger there, a horn there, an ear there of these stone creatures the green light just goes out. And the door opens and you can move into the next room.
Whew.
Oh my god. I was going to say, I think on impulse, Rowan would have cast Moonbeam.
Oh my
that's
god.
Just her immediate, this is my most powerful
Fear.
spell. I'm scared, just gonna fire that off. So that probably just hits somewhere in the room, like didn't even hit their guard, just kind of went off. So Rowan sees Andre do this and is just kind of standing there like really timidly. Just like, oh. And she's kind of looking at Andre like, wow, you're strong. I wish I was strong.
Aw.
The thing is, she's not that strong. Like, her strength score is only 10.
I choose to believe that was pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Either way, Rowan's still kind of embarrassed about firing off at nothing, and then also just staring at Andre like, wow.
So as you guys start to walk into this next room, I will make a note of the fact that Jitter goes to Galdrea and just goes, "You weren't hurt, right?"
I'm fine. Were you?
I'm okay. I'm glad you're okay.
Oh,
And he
they're
like
cute.
walks at your side, Galdrea.
Okay.
Into this next room, it is a circular room, a rotunda, if you will, I guess is the best way to put it. It's just a very circular space, and you don't see a door, and you don't see windows. It is all red, like varnished tapestries along, and there are these 4 paintings. Portrait is the one that's like landscape is long ways. Portrait is up and down. I'm not stupid.
Yeah. No, that's it.
There are 4 portraits, and each of them has different figures. There's a Furbolg man who seems in regal armor and holding a sword. There's a mage who is this like older but still spry in his old age dwarven wizard, and there's a gaudy looking noble human with a hooked nose and a very stately demeanor. And there's a man, a big like kind of portly halfling who has like a big plate of food in his hands. And as you guys see these, and he also like has a big bushy mustache.
Rowan's just like, I like that guy's style.
And again, no windows, no doors, just this room and these 4 paintings. And Calum can only.
Oh my god! Wait, B.
Yeah.
I feel like I know what this is.
How much Disney do you know,
I feel
dears?
like Oh yes, I knew it. I knew it. Okay.
Because it's at this exact moment that these portraits start growing. And as they grow, the images change from these like proud, regal-looking men, and beneath them are obvious death traps. The portly halfling has the portly halfling has like a crocodile below it, like above underneath him as he's walking now on a tightrope. The Furbolg man with the armor looks as this painting stretches downwards and upwards.
Can we not blatantly rip off the Haunted Mansion and say that instead of a crocodile, it's a dragon?
Whatever,
dude. More fantasy.
Let him do his tapestry.
Sorry, it's cool. No, it's cool. I love it.
The Furbolg has, as it stretches, you see that he is standing atop a fortress, and the fortress is surrounded by trebuchets and armies of many different races. And
hey,
you know that
can I
this
interrupt
man...
for like 30 seconds?
Yeah, sure.
Is the Furbolg Lothor?
Make a history check.
Okay. Are we gonna figure out how Lothar died?
Wow.
Okay, that is a... Oh, wait,
I will just say, like, for ease of access, these 4 paintings have stretched. This room has stretched, and you see these full portraits.
13?
13? you think it is a depiction of Lothar and his life, but you do not think this is an accurate image.
Oh,
Like
Okay.
the scene around him is probably not a thing, but
um,
it is his portrait, but like the extended death part is very much seems a fabricate, you know?
I
Gotcha.
have question.
I have
Um,
answer.
Uh, in the one-on-one, Finley like
Yes.
looked at the portrait gallery. Are any of these from that
No,
gallery?
no, these are
Okay.
different. I know why you were asking, but no, sadly. But I will say though, is Galdrea, since you're probably like not very interested in these images, like the Black Council is, because these are people they might know, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
But Galdrea is like business at this point, even though
Hell
Jitter is
yes.
probably shaking at the stretching room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Galdrea, you're the first to notice a door appearing. And as soon as it appears, the door itself starts to stretch, and you realize the door handle itself
Okay.
is starting to shrink.
Shit. I want to like run towards it and immediately try and open it.
You do that, like, okay. You run for it, and the rest of the Night Council, do you notice Galdrea just make a fucking bookend for it?
Probably. It's probably not that hard to miss.
I'll just roll perception really fast.
I think Calum and Finley notice. Andre,
Okay, yeah, that's a
notice-
17. I do.
Yeah, you all see Galdrea just make a fucking book, like bolting and grabbing this door handle as it starts to shrink and managing with just like all of their might to swing it open. And the doorway itself has now gone from it was stretching and is now immediately like as soon as you open the door, it starts shrinking at a very increased speed. It's almost like it was stretching and now it's closing in on you.
Oh shoot!
I'm like,
Okay,
go, come on.
Actually, you know what? I'm the smallest person here. I'm going to let everyone go before me.
You're gonna go what? Say that again, Shay?
Okay. I said I'm the smallest person here as a halfling.
Right.
Oh, wait, are you gonna let everyone else go ahead of you?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
this door is rapidly shrinking. I think Calum just goes, tallest to smallest, go, go.
Andre knows she's one of the taller ones, so she just runs.
We diving in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Galdrea, Finn, and Andre just bulkended through Jitter,
Tall gals.
Tall Gal team.
Yeah.
Team Tall Gals. Jitter flies through as soon as he gets a chance
Mm-hmm.
and like lands on the other side. Calum misty steps because he doesn't need to run.
Good for him. And then Rowan's just gonna like, yeah,
Do you just so you're
squeeze
just
herself
booking
through
it?
at like the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, at like the last minute, Rowan just
Okay.
squeezes herself.
There wasn't any checks to be made in that puzzle. That was more so flavor thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, your next room. You stand here, and
That was
Andre.
cool.
Yeah, Andre, you're immediately tense. Everything immediately goes on pins and for you, Andre, because you turn around just in your casual purveying, because you did say that you're on guard, you know?
Mm-hmm.
There they are. 4 ghostly half dragons.
Oh.
And you look at all of them, and you look at them, and they look at you, and you look at them. The moment there's nothing. And it seems like they notice you and then turn their heads almost in shame.
Hmm.
What do you do?
That's interesting.
There, and you, like I said, anyone can make any checks at any time. You tell me.
I'm gonna hold on.
And I think even though Andre was the first to notice this, all of you do see it. So if anyone wants to make any sort of checks, go for it. And I will say, these guys are bathed in a white light. There's like a white spotlight on them, but there is no skylight, there's no light bulb, there's no reason there's a white light in there. There it is.
Weird. Okay. I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Okay, so Andre, what are you rolling?
I was also gonna do perception.
Okay, let's do it this way. Rowan, do perception because you're looking for stuff. Andre, you're focused in, so go investigate.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Anything from Finley or Galdrea?
Yeah. Can I tell if these are like corporeal things or if it's some sort of like not necessarily projection but illusion?
Okay, let me think about this. I'm gonna say go intelligence with advantage because this is
Okay.
your area of expertise. And Finn?
Finn's gonna try to use her ethereal vision.
Nice. Yes. I love that. Okay, you do that.
Okay.
You do that, Finn. The rest of you see Finn's hair, like the black parts of Finn's hair go white and her eyes go white. And Ambrose like magically pops out at this moment, and instead of like his usual song and dance, when you do the ethereal vision, he like floats up towards your eyes, Finn, and changes him, like cartoonifies himself into a pair of binoculars.
I love that
God, what an asshole.
so much.
Ruined my cool aesthetic, but I love
I
him.
love that so much.
So Galdrea, you're nat 20. You instantly get everything that's going on in here. But I'm just gonna DM it to you because other people have checks.
Okay.
Andre got a 17 for
Galdrea getting all
investigation.
the sneaky info.
Heck yeah.
She's here for business and business only. Galdrea is such a badass name, by the way. Just wanted to say.
You. It completely evolved. It looked so good on paper. It was like Galdrea at first, but then it turned into Galdrea slowly, and I am so happy with it.
Okay.
Rika's name was like that. Originally it was Rika, but I always said it as Rika because I thought it sounded cool and we just changed it. To that.
Okay.
Anyways,
so, Galdrea knows what I sent you, Heather. Finn, what'd you got? Oh wait, your ethereal vision, right? You're not even.
Yeah.
They're the same. It's like almost the exact same image. It's almost like you don't even need them. The spirits are there in one, the spirits are there in the other. I will say you see more of them with the ethereal vision.
More of them?
Like in the same position. Like you saw 4 of them projecting, and there's like 4 more that aren't like showing themselves, but they're in the same position. They're still heads hung low, still in the white light. Like there's no ambush coming. Everything looks exactly the same. Andre, what did you get?
17.
Okay. Yeah, they're not moving any sort of hostile sense. They're slow and methodical, and you, in this moment, hear them. And I think hearing them startles you, but it also kind of doesn't. It almost makes sense in a weird way. Andre, what languages do you know?
Let's see. Andre knows.
Spooky.
Pulling out the obscure stuff tonight.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Common, Elvish, Gnomish for some reason, and Thieves Can't.
All right, Andre, it's indecipherable to you. But
dang.
you can hear it. But you can hear them saying something, and you can alert us to that. Rowan, the white light should not be here. There's nothing it's coming from. There's nothing it's going towards. It is just there, keeping them. And keeping them is very much the thing you've noticed, is that these these spirits reach out, but cannot reach past them.
Huh.
Alum
Weird.
is in fear, holding his staff out, and is shaking, and every hair on his body is standing on end, and Jitter is kind of nestled close by Galdrea.
Finley's getting in front of Caleb. Like, not in front, but like, kind of plastering herself to him.
Yeah,
What do you guys do?
I think that Rowan's actually going to go by Caleb as well, but less in a protective way like Finley. is, I think Rowan's actually going to kind of like put a hand on Caleb's arm and sort of like lean into him because she notices that he looks scared and she'd ask him like, "Do you know anything about this? What's going on?"
No, and that's what scares me most.
Can I do another thing?
Sure, what's up?
I don't know what I would roll for it, but even though I don't like know what they're saying, can I roll something to see if I at least recognize the language?
Smart play. Yeah. General intelligence.
General
Best call them.
intelligence, gotcha.
Galdrea, what are you doing in this?
First thing I want to do is take a quick glance around and see if I see anything in this room at all. Like anything else.
I mean, that stuff that makes a room. No, there's like kind of tacky wallpaper. There's some books. There's
course.
bookshelves. There's bookshelves. There's flooring. It's a hallway.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
except for these dragons, it looks like there was actually there is one thing.
Okay.
You see, like some of the shelves have been like are on the floor, and some of the books are stacked in such a way that it almost looks like at some point someone tried to set up a makeshift camp here.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
judging by, and you see claw marks in the wood and in the wall,
Oh.
and they are very clearly draconic claw marks.
Okay. Two more quick questions. One.
You got a 20, so I'm just giving you this shit.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Do I get the sense that anything bad would happen if I were to vocalize what I know about these things?
No, you get the sense that in the light they are harmless.
Okay. I kind of turn to the rest of the party and I say, "There's no reason to be afraid of these things. There's something tethering them here, but they're harmless." And I turn back around and I step towards the things and I just straight up try to speak to them. I just ask, "Why are you here? Why are you? What's tethering you here? What's holding you to this place?"
What languages do you know, Galdrea?
I know Elvish, Common, Thievian, Undercommon, and Deep Speech.
What was the last one?
Deep
Deep-
speech. You say this, and they grunt a reply, and you can't make it out. Andre, what was your role?
It was, hold on, let me look again, I forgot. Oh yeah, dirty 20.
They're half dragons. I feel like it. The answer's in the name of what language they're speaking.
Yeah.
They are 100% speaking Draconic. So does anyone know Draconic?
Oh no.
No, but okay.
Or
The
does
o-
anyone
the
have
only-
comprehend languages, maybe?
The
Tongues?
only thing I can think of is that I do have speak with animals, and a dragon is an animal. Would that work?
I'm gonna say Calum casts comprehend languages.
Okay.
Bring in the NPC help we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Calum just goes like, "Oh, okay."
Sorry, the only person who knows Good Draconic. Yeah, okay. None of us have that language,
So
apparently.
I
Oh
figured.
shit, Sari does! Sari knows Draconic. She's not here. Darn.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, would have known.
That's
Fuck.
okay. That's fine.
Get here soon, Livy.
That's fine.
Anyway, yeah. Calum casts comprehend languages, and you now hear it in common, or at least in a way you understand as common. They're just repeating the word release.
Mm.
And it's not like
spooky.
it's not directed at you. It's at this moment with the word release that the picture starts to come into something that makes sense. Their hands are hung low, but their eyes are looking at the light. They're looking up to the light, and they're not talking to you. They're begging the light for release.
That's
Oh,
pretty good.
Yeah.
This is, it's dark in the house and I'm scared.
That's creepy. I don't want to be in here anymore.
What do we do? Can we just move past them?
I
Would-
almost
Only one way
feel
to
like
find out,
we
right?
should help
Is there-
them.
would
Yeah, I mean, is there some way to help them?
would Finley know
Caleb-
anything about it?
Caleb impulse casts Dispel Magic. He doesn't even think. He casts Dispel Magic on this thing, and he casts it, and when a Dispel Magic happens, usually, like, the magical area is gone, you know?
Uh-huh.
This time, it almost looks like it rips a tear in this area of magic, almost as if this cone of light is parted, and the parting includes the spirits, and you almost see like one of the half-dragon spirits be split in half by this parting. There's no viscera. It just looks like it just looks like someone took scissors to an image, to a 2D picture, and just moved both halves aside. And there's no pain. There's no notice of this. They just continue on asking for release the same way that they were before. It looks like, but the path is cleared for you now.
Is this an illusion? Like, are these things real?
Calum, actually, Galdrea, you would know the answer.
Sorry, you cut out for a second. I didn't hear you.
Oh, yeah. Rowan asked if these are real, and Galdrea, you know the answer.
It cut out again. I assume they are, yes?
Yeah, they're
Okay,
definitely real.
sorry.
These are the ghostiest ghosts to ghost.
She just nods her head. They're very real. And you can see her like saying a prayer over them as she passes by to the Raven. Probably isn't listening to her, but it's worth a try.
So, Questiano, was it how, like, the others, how many others are still, like, still there? In
The same number, like, nothing's changed about the thing I need to keep stressing to you is that nothing has changed. Like, when Calum split them, nothing changed.
Finley says, Ambrose?
Yeah?
Know anything about this?
I can give it to you straight, or I can give you sweet little lies. What do you want?
Give it to me straight today.
All right. So, think about it like fly paper, except instead of flies, it's souls. Whatever that light is, it's keeping them here. And I don't mean that in the like sprung a trap and it's mechanically doing its job way. I mean, like, I'm picking up malice from a light. I'm picking up determination from a light, and I don't like that. It seems stalwart in keeping those spirits here, and I don't know what to make of that. And Ambrose gives you a little shrug and just goes, "So yeah, that's giving it to you straight." And
well,
he
I
said this
asked for
verbally,
it.
so all of you heard that.
I don't know if any of us have a spell powerful enough to break that.
Ambrose just kind of chimes in and goes, "Even if you did, there's nothing we can do for them now."
It's always the worst.
Ambrose kind of sighs a little bit and just goes, "The only solace I can give is something that emotionally powerful from another plane, or from the next world, if you will. For it to be that emotionally resonant, it has to be here. So the most hope I can give you is maybe we'll be able to do something about it further up."
Okay. In that case,
we should go on then.
move on, I guess.
You all walk away, and just as the comprehend languages fades, you just hear the whispers of that beg, that plead for release as you walk into the next room. This room immediately sets off a chilling feeling. There's nothing right about this room. The dimensions of this room are almost double that of the room prior, but the door outcropping didn't lead to any hint of that. The Arcanum is very, very solidly one size, So for this room to feel, it feels like this room is the main hall of an ornate mansion when it should be the size of a hallway. There's something wrong about how wide this is.
It's the TARDIS. We've stepped into the TARDIS, guys. Sorry.
And I will say, this floor that you're on, there's like a carpet when you step in where you all are, and the rest of the floor is this ornate, clear, like not clear, this ornate white marble tile. And again, there's just something. It just seems too wide. So what do you do? It is way too wide to be sensible.
Yeah. I'm
Incorrect
definitely
proportion.
I'm definitely sensing some kind of illusion. I don't have any kind of like sense magic or anything like that, but could I make a perception check to see if this is some sort of illusion?
Sure. While you do that, I noticed that Finn and Galdrea seemed to react. So what did you guys do?
I have ball bearings. I'm gonna take one out and I'm gonna throw it.
Okay, so like, tell me like the general direction of your throwing this. Are you like out to the right, out to the left, directly in front of you? What's your game here?
You know what? I have 1,000 of them. I'm gonna throw 3, one in each direction, because I want to know the dimensions of this room as best I can, or if it's gonna make us fall through the floor. I don't know. So
fair enough. So Galdrea, like on the carpeting, gets on one knee and opens her pack, and Jitter just like sees this and just goes like, "Oh, let me help," and grabs a couple and throws with all of his might, which is not much, but it's there.
Oh, I love it.
So Jitter actually flies up a little bit, and instead of throwing them, actually, I'm going to say he flies up a little and drops them. So the one on the right just falls through the floor.
Yep.
And the one on the left falls through the floor. The one directly in front of you, however, lands with a loud clang. And it rolls, and it rolls, and it rolls forward, and it's solid, and then it rolls a little to the right and falls.
Okay.
Oh no.
Did everyone else see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Can I try to roll one a little bit further and try like straight up bowling? Just try and keep it straight.
Okay. Do it and make a dex skill check. Is anyone doing anything else?
Bowling with ball bearings.
Nah, shit. That one.
I mean, I was rolling a perception check. I got 14. I got 16.
You think there might be some false flooring here, Rowan?
Okay, got it.
Andre, Finn, any inputs?
Finn is going to cast gaseous form on herself.
Yes, okay.
And then
Okay.
drift over. Do you guys need a description of gaseous form?
I think it's pretty self-explanatory, my guy.
Yep.
But I will say Finley just ghosts her way over, and your ethereal vision is still on, Finn.
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of fading out. But like you do see it's like you see the real floor. You see what's illusion, what's real for a brief moment, and you Ambrose just kind of gives a low whistle, just goes, "That sucks," and just explains like this room makes you think you're walking into a mansion when really you're walking into a tightrope. What the fuck?
It's a really mean building.
Good to know. That's great. I don't have a gaseous form. I can't float. Also, my dexterity is 0 and my strength is -1.
Andre, what do you do?
Help.
I I'm not sure what Andre does. Like, okay, after she sees everything or everyone else, like, figuring out, hey, this is basically a tightrope. She's just like, okay. I think she's gonna like volunteer to take point and like lead across.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
That sounds super dangerous. Hold on.
I'm trying to think of like what I could roll to like see her safely across.
Oh, I want to do something to help you.
Jitter is taking to the air though because he can't see it. And he has.
Okay.
So he just kind of says, "I'm really sorry. I wish I could give you all wings too, but God, the schematics for that alone, for your weight and height, would just take forever."
Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? I'm an idiot. I have wild shape. I could turn myself into a bird and fly across.
Cool.
I'll do that.
When
But in a second though, I want to do something to help Andre.
you do also have Galdrea to worry about, and Andre.
Oh, and all
Taylor.
yes, all of them. I want to do something to help all of them. If you guys want to do something first, you can. But I do have an idea of how to help you guys.
If
I
This-
might have a way.
Go ahead.
I might have a way to help. If she does ethereal vision again, because she can just do that when she wants to.
It's up to you. Charisma modifier of times. That's right.
Then she can sort of guide guide everyone over by like saying where the floor is, and if they start to take one wrong step, she can be like, no.
Okay, I'll say that is a thing, and that'll grant whoever needs to roll anything advantage. Heather, what's up?
This might be a stupid idea, and I'm running it by you because I personally don't know if it would be a stupid idea.
I'm listening.
If we were to like tie ourselves together very tightly with a rope, would it make all of us fall off at once, or would it keep one person from falling? If that makes sense.
Tying you guys together. Okay, so when I say tightrope, let me be a little bit more clear because Ambrose is Ambrose. So let me be a bit more official dungeon master with you. Think of a single square tile, right?
Oh, okay.
Like foot square tile.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine a row of one of those. Just bit of one. So it's not a minuscule thing. Your feet can land, but you're probably,
it's more like a balancing beam than a tightrope.
Exactly. It's less of like paper thin ability to walk, and more so like a level of inconvenience we're talking is you have to literally put your foot in front of the other. There's no like, you can't like left right. You have to be like one foot directly in front of the other. But if you do that,
like heel to toe.
Yeah, but besides that, like that's the level of inconvenience we're talking.
All right, lit. Never mind.
Lit. I'm not aware of that.
Livy.
Hi. It's been okay, good, but like, holy crap! Night went long.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So
now the session officially started.
Okay. So, Finley has the ethereal vision, right?
Right. Because she is an aethero.
So Finley.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to help me with this. If this is a thing that I can do.
Okay.
You can tell me where this kind of balancing beam of tile is, and I'm going to either cast druidcraft or plant growth, and extending from this tile kind of make like a little
net.
Yeah, kind of either like a net or like extend off of
Like
for like a
safety
little
net?
ways, like that, or even just growing from the sides of this balancing beam is
To
kind of
stand
like
on?
no, it's like
I'm trying to find
a
the purpose.
floor of
behind
plants.
this.
No, it's like a floor of plants that you could walk on. Basically, I'm extending out the area that you have to walk so
Okay.
it's not so difficult.
Okay.
And you don't have to walk heel toe.
Okay, I hear you. I get what you're going for, and I like it. Question though, how much foliage does it take to not have someone's foot slip through and they fall?
Well, it depends
is
on
this-
it depends on the thickness of the
Depends what
plant.
their
Is-
acrobatics roll is.
I guess so. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna.
I mean, if it's like branches, like hard branches, hard thick branches, it
All
probably
right.
wouldn't
I
be.
guess. Okay. I don't. That's really clever, and I don't want to not let you be creative because that's really creative and cool, and I should reward that. So here's what I'm gonna say. Druidcraft would not get the job done. It's a cantrip. It would probably grow a flower and not a tree, you know?
Yeah, but plant growth might. I have that spell.
Plant growth, I'm going to say plant growth will give it some extension. So that way you can walk left, right, but you can't, like, waver, you know? Because the wood part is probably much weaker than the tile.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Also, it's not like wood boards. This is like tangled branches, and like you could get your foot caught and trip, and that would be bad. So you still have to be very careful, but it does extend your walking area out a bit.
Okay.
So it's not. It makes it slightly less difficult.
Okay. So telling them where it was going to give them advantage already. Okay. I've lowered the DC mentally for this now. So
Okay.
That's what that has accomplished. They have advantage on the roll from.
I want to attempt this.
Okay, go for it.
I want to try and cross.
Are you gonna try by cartwheeling?
It's sorry.
Yeah, it's also the point of the branches was also so that now you can see where your walking area is, because it would be like my mental image is like this cool, like you see these tiles in a straight line, and then on either side you see these branches, so it makes it easier to see where this is.
Fair enough. All right, yeah, you do that. Knock off the spell slot for it. I'm going to be adamant about that because you have radically shifted the course of this puzzle.
Okay.
So it is easier to cross, and Sari is going to want to go first.
Okay. Can I make the argument that this is acrobatics?
If Sari's going to try and cartwheel and tumble for it, then I would.
Because she is.
I would accept that. I'd accept that argument. All right.
All right, so that's an 18 plus 12. 30.
Sorry? Okay. Because Sari...
Wow.
Did I do it?
Here's the scene. Andre is like looking out at the plant growth as Rowan turns into a bird and the others who can move away do. Galdrea stands there with her like standing up from her ball bearings, and it's this really badass pose moment, and Caleb's like kind of shuddering behind them. And then from the room behind them, Sari just in a already in like a cartwheel that is just a blaze of glory, just and makes it across the other side, and just with like pristine precision, hand like she even does like the whole like hand on the floor to stop herself badass thing, and just like looks out, sees this whole situation, and Sari, through the magic of being Sari, you already got the 411 on this whole scenario, so like you just sort of stand.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love that.
I missed what happened, so I just cartwheeled real fast to get here to see where you guys were.
She just went through like every other room that we've been through, like just super easy, just like no problem.
That's what happens when you roll a 30.
I had a funny thought.
What's your funny thought, Rev?
Since she's just like cartwheeling through all the previous rooms with like reckless abandon, she probably like cartwheeled through the green light in the first one, but like was gone before the statue could even move.
That's true. The shield guardian like activated in the first room, like
You
swung
guys
a
have
punch at
stopped
swung
every
a punch.
puzzle.
Yeah, swung a punch, but just like there was nothing there, so it like you almost hear like a mechanical "oh," and like through the second room, even though the room is like rapid. Sorry, through her cartwheeling, has somehow managed to just keep going through. And through the third one, the tear Caleb made with that dispel magic, she doesn't even like she sees the spirits, and because through the magic of being sorry, totally knows what's going on here. But just
No time to really give that thought.
exactly. But yeah. So sorry, you badass motherfuckered your way in. Caleb sees this and just goes, "I'm simultaneously so full of pride and mortal terror."
Fantastic entry, Princess. Sorry.
Why, thank you, Lieutenant Finn.
Just Finn. Just do Finn. It's fine.
I apparently, I think I have to use manners and stuff now that I'm a princess.
You're fine. Caleb, like from the
Is
other
that
side, just
legal?
gives you like Caleb from the other side of the thing just says like, you're already the best princess you can be by being you. Sorry, I love you. You're great.
Oh, I love you too, Caleb.
That's cute.
This place is terrifying me beyond rational thought. So like, I really appreciate you making time for this.
Oh yeah,
Aw.
of course.
Caleb
It's not like I was
Caleb's just
doing
like-
anything else.
Yeah.
Cooper tried to eat my couch.
Oh, I get it.
We're having this conversation while like in a life or death situation. like I feel like Caleb's just like, I'm terrified, so I'm just keeping things pausey, you know?
Anyway,
Everything is chill.
yes. So anyway, Caleb, Galdrea, and Andre are on the other side still. So Andre, are you gonna take second point after Sari's entrance?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that with the plants lining the path so she knows where she can step. She just like goes.
Okay. Roll dex.
Okay. That is a 17.
Andre, in an AU done entirely through the 20 SA Discord server, you could have been an acrobat. I don't remember if that was what Andre did in that AU, actually.
She was a trapeze person.
Fair enough. So I'm not completely off base. But yeah, you nail it. You nail it. It's artful. It's graceful. It's awesome. So much so that Ambrose pulls up a comic like cartoonish 10.
Nice.
10.
She gets
Caleb,
on the other side and bows.
Caleb, in seeing this. Okay, yeah, here's what he'll do. He's gonna Misty Step halfway, and then as he notices he's only halfway there, just like, oh shit, cast it again.
Oh,
Poor boy.
So there's like 2 puffs of smoke, and he appears on the other side and is like, nice. And then Jitter so there's this moment where only Galdrea's on the other side, and you just hear Jitter go, Galdrea, do you need me to lift you?
oh, how strong is he?
That's
Not strong
so
at all.
cute. I know he can't, like, as a player, I want so badly to say yes, but she just walks across,
Yeah.
just like normally.
I think,
He's so
roll dex.
cute.
Would it be with advantage with the
It
ethereal
would be.
vision?
It would be. Which I
All
would
right.
have noticed if Andre hadn't just if Andre and Sari hadn't just nailed their rolls.
15.
With advantage 15?
With advantage 15. I rolled pretty low.
Okay, so here's what happened.
Oh.
Galdrea, you do manage to make it like almost 99% of the way there, but at the very last second, like some of the vines snap, and impulse kicks, and Jitter just fucking flies out over there and casts Gust of Wind to keep your leg up,
Oh.
and you do make it to the other
Helpful
side, but
baby.
with a little
Damage
difficulty,
control.
and the snagging of your foot there gives you like 1 point of damage.
All right.
And I actually rolled on a d4. So you took
Okay.
a little bit of damage as like this thing scrapes you up, but Jitter's there with the quick save.
Okay.
Oh.
She's definitely like thanking Jitter quietly.
Oh.
He's still flying, but he's kind of he seems a little proud of himself. You walk up to this next part of the room, and as you walk in, there's a set of stairs. You get the sense like you're in a stairwell now. So
This
Because
building
there
just
are
goes
stairs.
on and on. How big is this building?
It's really big. I cartwheeled through it a lot. I mean, it must not be that big because I cartwheeled really fast, so it must not be that big, right? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I am
yeah,
tiny. Everything seems kind of big to me, I
That's
guess.
fair. So Caleb just goes like, "Thank you guys" to Jitter and Galdrea, and just goes like, "Somehow, in this little bit of time, you've managed to help us out quite a bit. Without those ball bearings, we would probably fall into our deaths."
True. Guys have proven yourselves to be pretty nice. At least so far.
Jitter kind of smiles and just goes, "We're friends now."
You are friends
Oh.
with Jitter whether you like it or not.
Oh, all right then. And
New
then
best friends. My new best
think
friends.
that
He's-
He's adorable and I love him. Okay, on to the next room.
He says,
What's up?
stairwell? He says stairwell?
Yep. And as soon as all of you guys like take some steps up, and the staircase is a staircase, and everything is normal and fine, and there's a moment as you're climbing up this staircase where all of you in your head simultaneously have that thought of, "Hey, there hasn't been any life-threatening situations yet," and at that exact moment, the universe decides to answer your plea. As the stairs,
Fantastic.
you hear the sounds of bolts unhinging as these stairs almost like pull themselves out.
I knew that would happen.
Out of
No.
like, the stairwell
why not?
and start like, and let me just put it this way: these stairs weren't spiral stairs 20 seconds ago, but now they're craning to the right. And if you were to walk up these stairs as if they were stairs, you'd walk into wall. So and these are banistered stairs too, so you're gonna have to jump it as these stairs like start craning you.
All right, boys, we're gonna grab the small ones and we're gonna jump.
And I do want to say,
I mean,
like, it is
So does that just mean we all pick
horrible.
up
It
Rowan?
is a horrible sounding experience. It's just the sounds of metal being pried off. You just hear like the creaks of old wood and the snapping as things move in a way they're not
that's
supposed to.
so unsettling.
And it almost sounds like in the creaking and the groaning, you almost hear the faint echoes of a laugh.
Oh.
That's not creepy at all.
Okay. See, okay, here's the thing. I could use Wild Shape again. I can use it. I think I can use it. I can use 3 cantrips. That's how many spell slots I have for cantrip. So I could just use it again and make this very easy for myself. But then again, like that's no. I don't want to just make this super easy for myself. So I'll say that I'll just let somebody else carry me if they want to.
Okay, so what's the
They just want
marching
to like
order?
pick me up and.
Okay, here's how I'm gonna do this because we last time showed if I just let everyone just talk, we'll be there for a while. So I'm gonna go in chat order, and you guys tell me your plan. Sorry, this thing is moving. What's your plan? You got to jump it.
I say we pull the old jump out the window. There's no window.
But like treating the alcove as a window, sort of.
Yeah,
like,
just jump.
Like there was the
and
staircase did lead
wait.
somewhere. It's just like it's moving away from where it once led.
Yeah, just jump somewhere where it would be safe for us to land and do it quick. If anyone,
You just do it. I mean,
I guess I could just jump.
You don't really have the strength to carry one of the others. So I'll say that I say sorry would probably just dive for it, you know?
Yeah, okay. You want me to roll?
Yeah, I think acrobatics again, because this is like literally a leap, you know?
Okay, I'll do that.
I almost want to give you some sort of bonus for your amazing 30, but like, I don't know.
All right, 10 plus 12, 22.
Don't even fucking worry about it. Sorry, just does a leap and a spin and just like feet on the next part of the steps, and sorry kind of like
Wait. Do you get a 12 to?
Oh yeah, that's what level
What?
9 and being proficient in acrobatics gets me.
Wow.
Monks are
Okay.
sick. Anyway,
I'm super flip girl, super flippy.
Jitter can fly, so I don't need to worry about Jitter. Galdrea, what are you up to though? Jitter can fly.
She looks to Jitter first, and then she just goes for it.
Okay.
You said acrobatics?
Yeah.
All right, that is a 12. I keep rolling bad.
Oh no. Okay.
Don't worry, I have rope.
Holy fuckles! Jitter got a 17.
So,
Fuckles.
So you jump
That was
and at halfway there, Galdrea, you start to notice your descent is happening earlier than it should, and Jitter sees this too and puts down his goggles of night, swoops down from his aerial position, and even though he's not the strongest boy, his 17 in strength check manages to let him like heave you up and land you where you need to be.
hell yeah.
But like you can see in him doing that, like his wings are flapping at a speed that wings do not normally flap. Like he is exerting himself.
No, the Stoke exterior breaks.
Girls or boys or non-binary folks, take notes. Get you a boy like this.
So Jitter does that, Galdrea. You feel floor and the relief that you have lived, and Jitter's just sort of floating right there and like lands next to you and just goes like and leans up on the wall and just like, oh boy, I'm gonna regret that tomorrow morning.
Galdrea immediately just walks over and hugs him.
He does not know how to respond to that because he is exhausted.
Okay.
Finley, are you just gonna gaseous form your ass over there?
No, she's gonna in panic, even though Caleb damn well can probably get down by his own. She's going to grab him, bridle, and lift him up bridle style, and then jump down.
Finley, okay.
Wait, I'll catch you.
Oh my god.
Okay. Sorry. Does Sorry whip out her rope like a motherfucking cowgirl?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is what happens when you have gnome brothers.
Yeehaw.
So
Yeehaw,
Sorry,
motherfucker.
with Sorry doing that, Finn, I'm gonna say you have advantage on this because
Thank you, Sorry.
Sorry lassoing you.
Alright, big money. Okay. We roll again. Okay.
I love Sorry so much.
So what kind of check is this gonna be?
Acrobatics, but I could also see the argument for athletics. So whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I mean, athletics makes me more comfortable, but with advantage, it's a 18. So wait, 18 plus.
Oh, you're good. You're
4.
good.
So
yeah, you manage to swing up, and Sorry catches you. And with those two combined forces together, Caleb lands with Finn with relative ease.
By the way, I'm glad that I got that advantage because the first roll was 5.
Oh god.
Andre and Rowan, you guys are still on this moving staircase. What do you do?
Okay. See, I thought that Finley was gonna grab me too. So in that case, it's not super fun, but I'll just say that I turn into a bird again and fly myself
Yeah.
across.
Fair enough. Andre, what's
I
your
mean,
plan?
imagining Finley grabbing Caleb and jumping and then lassoing them satisfies my humor craving.
Fair
So
enough. So yeah,
I can be boring.
Andre, you're the last one there, and the thing is creaking and groaning, and the banister starts curling in on itself, and you notice the staircase has stopped being just a straight shot to a new direction, and is almost like tilting, almost as if to send anyone who's walking on it normally sprawling off. So you know you do not have much time, and before the staircase basically starts spiraling.
Yeah, she's just gonna. I mean, like, after everyone else goes, she's just gonna go.
All right, Dex, athletics, acrobatics, whatever. Um, I think Lasso Sorry is still on the job, so
Yeah, yippee-ki-yay.
I love Sorry so much.
Okay, so that is a 19 plus 7.
Oh wow.
Andre the
Okay.
trapeze artist is now canon. Andre,
Amazing.
you grab the curling bits as it starts to spin in on itself, and you use that to swing yourself.
Oh my god.
You use the trap to swing yourself onto this thing, and you land in a bit of a tumble, and your hands go up almost on impulse, and you look back to the staircase, and it has started wringing itself out. The way someone would wring out a towel by spinning it together. This staircase is wringing itself out, and with all the clamor, ugly sounds you'd imagine that. You walk into this next room, and it's a very normal room, except it doesn't have a door.
Oh,
However, there is on the back wall a mirror that takes up the whole length of the wall.
I already don't like it.
yeah, same. Getting some bad vibes already.
Yeah, no. Gotta ask for a vibe check on that one.
Ethereal vision vibe check.
Okay, so here's
Oh my god.
here's a more detailed description. This is a room.
Can someone make that a real check in D&D? Arcana check, vibe check.
Would vibe check, I feel is a mix of insight and perception.
Oh my god, this is a thing we're talking about for real.
Anyway. Yeah, I should stop. Anyway, so yeah, sorry, just roll with your intelligence modifier as I give a general description of the room. This looks like a study. There's a suit of armor with no green light. It just looks like a regular old suit. It even kind of looks slumped. A regular old suit of armor, worn by the cobwebs all over the place. Everything's gross and old. Wooden bookshelves, wooden tables, lots of books thrown about, seemingly hapless. Yeah, it just looks like an old study. What did you roll? Sorry.
I got a 16.
In the mirror, sorry, you immediately notice something. One. In the mirror, there is a door.
Oh, neat.
You could see in this room where the door would be, but it is walled off here. You also notice a few other things. There's a few books that are on the floor, where in the mirror they're on the shelves. There's a few. The statue itself is a little in the mirror. The statue is on the right, is directly next to one of the shelves, touching the side of the shelf. In this, it's a little to the right of the shelf. You're noticing there's a few inconsistencies, but the door in there is in the mirror. The door is swung open with light coming through it. Tiny. What do you do?
Guys, there is a door here. It's a door in the mirror, and the stuff in the mirror is not the stuff that's in the room. Should we go in the mirror door?
I think
Excuse me, what?
Should we try
That-
and change the room's appearance so it matches how it look in the mirror? Pick the books up off the back on the
Oh,
shelf.
Smart. That's smart.
I'm gonna start.
That is
helping her.
very smart.
This guest
She
is so
knocks the books
smart.
off the shelf.
Okay, so all of you guys do this. I like this idea that Sari says, like, that is very smart. Turns around and immediately just suplexes this armor set into place.
Sorry is a literal cryptid.
Yeah.
I love. That's an amazing visual. Yes, good.
Also, hilariously, the mirror version is much neater, and there is a duster in the.
Oh, now they're just making us clean. But now they're being dicks about
No.
it.
I have the perfect solution for this.
Okay.
I cast Unseen Servant.
What?
Oh my god, this is
Sorry.
perfect.
Sorry,
But also
card
mean.
levels.
So basically, what Unseen it creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium force that performs simple tasks at your command until the spell ends. So
God.
it can interact with objects like fetching things, cleaning, mending, folding clothes, lighting fires,
Yes!
pouring water.
I love
That's such a good spell. Oh my god. Next arc, I'm playing a bard.
So,
Or-
next
Not
campaign.
arc.
you mean?
I
Arc?
cast the
Next
spell
campaign.
and
Next
he's-
campaign.
I have cast the spell and we'll call this unseen servant Jeffrey.
Good. So Jeffrey immediately gets to work. You see the dustpan, like the duster, pick itself up and start dusting stuff off. You see some of the books, and you realize you have a rare moment to breathe in a haunted house. So you guys have a second. This is my little opportunity for you guys to get some RP. What do you talk about? Jeffrey's just like handling these things. Besides, Sari, who's suplexed a fucking armor set.
Woo! Sorry, power.
I fucking love Sari. Anyway, yeah, what are you guys talking about? You do get the sense you're like fairly close to the top. Like really close to the top, actually. I shouldn't lie to you. Like super close. like a couple rooms and you're done.
I see. Okay. So I think
This is the time to vibe check your party, my guys.
Yeah.
Vibe check. Metallic
Yeah.
bed.
I think I would probably see, I mean, the only person that I feel like would really know like anything about this building would be Calum. And so I think that Rowan would probably ask him like,
You know, since I knew that we were coming here, I read up on it a little bit, but like, do you know why it's like this? Is there some kind of like curse? Is there some spirit haunting this? What is
Andre
it's so
knows the story.
strange. What is happening?
Andre knows the story too. The story goes that it's the half dragons that haunt this place, right? Andre, back me up here.
Yeah.
That's the legend
So-
we've known.
So wait, hang on. Let me just make myself clear. There are the spirits of not real dragons, but half dragons haunting this place.
That's what we thought, but we saw them a few rooms ago begging for mercy from a white light. So they're clearly not in charge here.
So it's the light.
Or whatever the light's coming from, I guess. I don't know. And you just see him sort of slump in this chair. It's like, if only Anna and the others were here.
Sari looks thoughtful for a minute, and then she turns to Caleb. She goes, "What if the light is Anna?"
Ambrose pops out and just goes, gives Sari the half sort of hand gesture, you know. I'm gonna cut for a moment from this scene. Finley, Sorry. Finley, you're kind of taking this moment to relax and breathe, and standing next to you are Galdrea and Jitter. And here Jitter just go to Galdrea. So close. We can actually do this. Oh my gosh, you aren't gonna leave me here, right?
No, of course not. I don't really know what I'll do once we get there. I don't know if I'm back there. But there's one way to find out. And I'm not going to leave you, that's for sure.
Thanks. That means a lot.
I wouldn't leave you, you know that.
I know. He just says it's hard to remember sometimes.
Oh
my god, baby.
What the fuck? That hurt my feelings.
Oh.
Finn, that's the sad baby.
Finn, you're standing next to him.
I feel like can Caleb hear him say this?
Caleb hears it, but he's in his own thoughts right now.
Okay. I don't know.
The soft boys are having their sad boy moments, okay? Anyway, Finn, you're next to Galdrea and Jitter, and you hear them talking about like where they're gonna go and stuff like that. Do you have any and you notice she's a Shadar Kai. You know she is she's got an in with the Raven Queen that like you. So is there anything you want to talk to her?
Yeah, Finley kind of awkwardly, because like she's been standing there the whole time.
Yeah. And I like to imagine that Galdrea is being like comforting towards Jitter right now. And just,
absolutely, yeah. Like practicing that whole expressing her emotions thing and being like, of course I'd never leave you behind. I'm sorry if I'm short sometimes, etc., etc.
Galdrea is just a better version of Finley.
No!
That is not.
I'm joking. I'm
joking. Versions of yourselves.
I am joking. But she's like, it's like maybe if I stand still enough, they won't notice that I'm here. But then she kind of gives up after a little bit and sort of awkwardly shuffles in the conversation because she doesn't know how to enter a conversation properly without like yelling. So she kind of just shuffles in, and she goes, do you think that there's actually more than one tome for what we're trying to accomplish?
What exactly do you mean?
Well, you said you're looking for a tome. We're looking for a tome. I feel like in a place like this, there wouldn't be two tomes.
Jitter kind of chimes in with, "Oh, well, what we're looking for is plane shifting, and you're looking for resurrection. We are trying to get Galdrea home."
Would you go with her?
I'd follow her anywhere, without question.
Oh, baby.
Do you want to go, though?
Absolutely. Seeing another plane would be really interesting. So much to learn.
You might not like this one so much.
What do you mean? It's gonna be a different world, and it's gonna be us. So why does it matter?
You're right, but if anything there hurts you, I will tear the plane apart myself. It's not a pleasant place to be for most people to it, but
it's your home, and I'm your friend. So
home isn't necessarily
friend.
Yeah. I was about to make like a nice remark here, thanks. Home isn't a place for me anymore. And she like clearly has issues like expressing this, like she's stopping and like thinking. It's more of a feeling, I think.
Okay.
I'm,
Well,
I'm
hey,
not.
progress. We're getting there.
I'm not well versed in the.
I know,
but
and I'm really proud of all the advances.
Hold on one sec.
I know it's not your forte, but I'm proud of you for trying. You said the word feelings in a sentence. That's progress.
I did, and I meant it, but she's about to express something and she stops. My point is, I don't want you getting hurt, and I want you to come with me. There's nothing more than I want you to come with me, but it's not going to be easy.
Well, this wasn't easy.
That's fair. But I don't
Easy's
know.
boring, Galdrea.
I don't know if the Raven Queen wants me anymore. I might just get booted out like I did a year ago. I don't know. I don't know why. And she stops again.
If she boots you out, then she better boot me out with you.
Shakes her
That
head.
bird brain's got nothing on us.
That was her. That was in character.
That's so cute.
Finn, as you see this, you defo picked up on the mention of that she has some sort of relationship with.
Oh yeah, if ears could perk up, they would be perking.
Yeah, what do you say in this situation?
You have connection to the Raven Queen, yeah?
Jitter immediately uses his wings to sort of move a little to Galdrea and Finn talk.
I used to. I'd like to believe I still do, but I haven't heard a response in quite a while.
She's not returning my calls.
Yeah, she's not returning my call.
My goddess left me on red.
Yeah, literally.
That's an interesting thing to say. I didn't know that they answered all that often anyway.
You need to understand, I spent 300 years bound to her service. Even if I didn't get to speak to her personally very often, I did every once in a while, and she was everything I knew. She was my life. Serving her was all I did.
Galdrea is the Raven Queen's pearl.
What?
Galdrea is the Raven Queen's pearl. Cough.
Yeah.
There's so many Steven Universe references.
We don't even need
these
to.
episodes
We don't
lately.
even need to address it anymore. It's part of the podcast. Welcome to the Family Steven Universe.
Anyway,
Are we allowed to do that?
Whatever.
Don't
Anyways,
worry about it.
It's fine.
Steven Universe future, or Steven Universe fantasy future, if you will.
Anyway.
Anyways.
You remind me of me, which makes me kind of uncomfortable.
Understandable.
I myself am I guess you could say, worshipper of the Raven Queen. It's kind of hard not to be when you have such a ghostly, somewhat cursed existence. I'm not complaining. I think it looks pretty cool.
It definitely does.
Thank you. But I think you could really maybe end up helping us out a bit. I'm not exactly sure how everything's going to go, and everyone is acting like everything is going to be fine, and the outcome will be sure that everyone knows it's dangerous, but they don't know how dangerous. They don't know.
What?
Just.
What exactly are you all planning on doing?
I'm gonna say for a moment, I think in this scene, Finn and Galdrea, Finn would plan to resurrect Anna. Yeah? Is that a safe assessment?
What is it? Would you say?
Is it safe to say that, like, Finn's gonna tell Galdrea the plan to resurrect Anna and stuff?
Very, very, very reluctantly, yeah.
Okay, so that happens. Meanwhile, over with the rest of them, because we do have 2 RP scenes that could go on.
Yep.
So
explanation,
in short,
explanation.
right, explanation over there. With Calum, Andre, Sari, and Rowan, though, Calum just kind of sighs and just goes, Alright. Look, whatever happens next, we're doing this for our friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. For friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I love you guys, and thank you for taking. I don't know what's the next couple. Terrifying, but we're gonna do it together. It says, and whatever we do, we're gonna do together. So, win or lose, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're all in this together.
To whatever end.
I think that Rowan has kind of been overhearing the conversation that was going on the other end, and just what Galdrea and Jitter were saying about, like, you know, like never leaving each other, and even like different planes wouldn't keep them apart. And this whole time she's just kind of been thinking about Anna and Calum, and what, like, the things that Calum has told her about their relationship, and that Anna's told her about their relationship. And I think for, like, she doesn't really know Anna that well, even though she's talked to her a couple of times and she's helped her in battle. So I think for the hearing Jitter and Galdrea talk this way, I think for the first time she really gets a concept of why Calum wants to bring her back so badly. And I think that she would just go to Calum and be like,
Okay. I want to help you too.
Thank you.
But that said, this could be dangerous. I don't want to scare you, but this is a scary thing that we're doing. Resurrecting someone is not an easy task. Things might not go exactly as we planned. I just want to look out for your happiness, your emotional state. Caleb, you've been through so much, and I just don't want this to be more trauma for you. So before we go through with this, I want to make sure that this is really what you want.
Calum stands up, Rowan, and in this moment, like, not purposely, but kind of seems taller,
mm-hmm.
And you notice he was listening to you, but his eyes have caught something a few steps away, because sitting on one of the desks is a blue, tattered and ragged, worn and beaten up old wizard hat. And he looks at it and just goes, "Oh, son of a bitch. This used to belong to someone who taught me magic. He was a water genasi. Very smart. He patted it, and he looks at it and just goes, when I was little, when I was first learning spells, he used to tell me something. That the magic we cast and all these things are just a reflection of who we are. They tell us something about ourselves. It's an extension of ourselves, an extension of what we believe. And I kind of thought it was a lot of hokey, believe in something hard enough that I electrocute someone, you know? But
I guess that makes sense.
I guess I kind of get what he means now. We're gonna put our all into this. And Rowan, I've been through 50 years of trauma. Whatever happens now isn't gonna change that. And he puts the hat on and kind of tips it. It's a little big, but at that moment, it seems like the perfect fit. And he just kind of stretches himself a bit and goes, whatever this fucking tower has for us, whatever that ritual has for us, whatever the order has for us, we're gonna do it together. So trauma can bring it fucking on.
Rowan kind of like gives him a very determined smile, but also kind of just like I hope this doesn't sound weird, but like I guess like the kind of smile that like an aunt would give her nephew or something. Like just that look of like wow, like you've grown up so much. You know? Like it's not a thing that she actually says, but it's what her look says. Is just like, look at how much you've grown up since I first met you.
So Caleb wraps Sorry, Andre, and Rowan in a hug in this moment and just says, I love you guys.
Family. I love you.
Actually, I want to say that this happens as they're in this group hug. Rowan just kind of looks up at him and she's like, "You look good in that hat."
Thanks. I think I'm gonna keep it. I think he'd like me to keep it. He kind of parts a bit and goes, Andre, you've been really brave so far, and I thank you. Sorry, I can't thank you enough for being my family. And Rowan, thank you for caring about me, even when you really don't need to worry so much. And he slams the staff on the ground a little defiantly, looks at the door ahead, and just like, let's fucking do it. So cutting back to the end of their moment, Galdrea, Jitter, and Finley, I think, have spent a little bit of time talking about the resurrection ritual. And Galdrea probably informs them that even though it's a risky business, to assuage a little bit of their fear, lets Finley know that because Anna was a hero of the Shadow War, an event that did harm the Shadowfell a good bit, the Raven Queen might be willing to, like, make a deal.
Exceptions can be made.
Turn a bit of a blind eye, you know?
Mm.
So, Finn, you hear that, probably good news.
Yeah, definitely.
Jitter ends it with, and besides, he sees the group hug from the other crew and just goes like, I think you need to go there. And just kind of like gives you the hand motion of like, go hug them. Go hug your friends.
Aww.
She kind of shuffles over there, and then she's not good with hugs, but she'll kind of like sort of surprise, and
Andre.
She's like, I'm here too now.
Caleb just goes, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Aww. You grab her and pull her in there.
Jitter and Galdrea look at this group hug, and Jitter just goes like, they seem nice.
I think they are nice.
You ready?
Let's go.
Jitter kind of like gives you a little fist, like kind of gives you a little, like almost a soft punch buggy on your shoulder, and just goes like, don't worry about it, Cal. You got this.
With you, yeah.
Not with me. You've got
do.
fucking swinging your arm around over there. Super cool. You got this. You got this. I'm just here.
We got this.
Okay. I'll let you slide with that.
Aww. Aww. You're so cute.
This door opens, and there is an upside down beholder zombie.
Shit! Okay.
Wow!
But it is
So much
An
Joker.
upside down.
An upside
What
down beholder
now?
zombie, but it's in that white light that
Of course.
but it's in the same white light the spirit dragons were.
Oh, Finley had her weapons
But
out.
as soon as you see it's in the white
So does
light, you
Gildrea.
notice, much like the spirit dragons, it's spinning upside down, and it's saying something in different languages. And Andre, you hear it first in a language I guess Elvish. So all the elves hear first the word rage, then
Hell
it just
yeah.
cycles through all the other languages, and all of you have heard it say the word rage.
How do I understand Elfish?
And once all of you hear the word
That's
rage
weird.
the first time, the lights go out. And
Oh.
instantly you hear like running thuds. And as your Rowan, your light kicks in from Jitter's spell and all of your dark visions kick in, and you see the furniture in this room is running.
The
to
furniture?
It looks like it
What?
looks like everything is running
Like
to
Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast, but not that. Yeah.
Terrifying.
And like it's making like quick thuds repeatedly, and it sounds like it's coming from all the walls. The walls themselves are shifting, and it looks like everything in this room is trying to barricade the door.
Oh my god. Oh.
The walls are like
all
peeling
the good
themselves.
feelings that we just had are gone.
The walls are like
Yeah,
like,
thanks for the mental
raining
break.
themselves down to reach to the door. Just like it seems like the entire room itself does not want you to get through. And Calum sees this and just goes, "Oh fuck no!" and casts a fireball on all the wooden furniture.
Holy shit.
Yes.
And Jitter just
Get
goes like,
out.
Yes.
"I can do this part
My
too."
boy.
And he gets his little dais on his left side of the armor and spins it to the fire symbol. And he casts the spell Lightning Bolt, but it comes down as this crackling beam of fire that just hits on like these parts, and just Jitter immediately goes into a gust of wind to keep the wall at bay. And he just like looks at everyone, just goes, "Go, go, 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 go! I can hold this off for a while. Just get through the door." And he is.
You heard him. Run, 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 run.
Okay. We'll do that.
Everyone just books it through. I like the image of Finley like putting out the shoulder pad of their armor to break maybe some of the wood, you know.
Oh yeah. Just ramp time,
All of you
baby.
guys just
I'm like
bolt
hitting
out of
things with my my staff, just like yeah.
there. And Galdrea, you're
Actually, I take that back. I turn into like a big
yeah, you guys just barrel through. Galdrea, you're the last one, and you see Jitter struggling to keep up this wall.
She just waits. She's not going to leave without him.
Galdrea, I love you. Please go. I can seal this up behind me.
I can't. You know that. And she steps forward.
He kind of sighs a little bit. He just goes like, fine, I'll figure something out. Come on, Jitter, think. Oh, I know. And he just goes like, I almost forgot I could do this. Holds out his hand, and this giant blue hand appears and just goes like, thank the gods for Bigby. And this hand just starts pushing up at the wall. And he goes, it's a pretty strong grip, but it can't last too long. Please go first, because I do have the concentration on the spell.
As long as you promise to come with me, and then she walks.
I promise. She walks through, and he like lowers his wings to like be at ground level, and is walking through the door holding his hand up. And when he finally walks to the door, closes his fist, the Bigby's hand fades, and the wall just behind them. You gotta stop.
You are the smartest idiot I know.
Stop scaring me.
She's just like shaking her head.
Calum just turns to everyone, just goes like, he totally said the L word.
Jitter and Gal sitting in a tree. Na 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 na.
What?
Don't worry about it. You walk into basically.
Okay.
Andre just shakes her head.
Sorry just keeps wiggling her eyebrows. She has no idea what face she's doing, but she's just like trying to like make faces at them like, yes, you said words.
Words were said today.
As you guys are in this room, you just hear like what sounds like, and you see these books in this library just open themselves and magic just and you guys see the doors swung right open. You just have to kind of run through. So as you run through, I'm gonna have you guys roll 2 con saves, and if you fail, you get hit by a wild magic surge. Isn't that fun?
Oh, I love this.
So 2?
Yeah, there's 2 wild magic surges.
B,
Ah!
do you remember that conversation we had before the session today?
Oof.
The bad rolls are kicking in.
It makes you feel any better.
Okay, everyone, your first con saves. What did you get?
Y'all. I rolled 2 nat 20s in a row.
She just makes it.
Yo!
I rolled both con saves. I have +0 to con.
Sorry.
Sorry stole my good rolls from me.
Sorry has all the good rolls, and I'm sorry. I apologize
Sorry,
for
took
her
everyone's
good
good
rolls.
rolls. Sorry,
It's
makes
fine.
it through fine.
My Andre's first one was an 8.
Oof.
Mine was a 3.
8 and 3. All right. And Shay is just dead, so that's fine.
Finn's one. That
Okay,
22
yeah,
was
then
the
you get,
first
so
one.
the first one. So Gal, Andre, and just Gal and Andre actually. Jitter and Caleb passed their first ones. Let me see what should happens to you two, because it could be harmless. It could be bad. Andre, your skin is now blue.
She's just Caleb
now.
She's just Caleb.
Galdrea, whenever you talk, bubbles come out for a minute.
For Gal.
Like you want to say
my
something
God.
to Jitter and a bubble comes out, and Jitter just goes like, "Oh boy."
Yeah.
So, what about those second con saves, my friends?
This one's not as good.
No, you
Do I have to
have
roll?
2 20s.
Do I have to roll
So
another?
the honest roll
Five.
is
I survived.
100.
It's a 5.
So what did you guys get?
Oh, okay. The second one was much better.
15.
I
You're
rolled
good.
a 15.
You're good.
21.
Finn, what was your second one? Let's see.
5.
31. Finn,
Oh no.
you're running, and then pop,
Oh
you're
no.
gone. And you pop in, and you see stars and the cosmos, and you're in the astral plane, and it's beautiful, and like everything is strange and weird. And before you take a moment to process the infinite grandeur of the cosmos and how truly small you are in comparison to the big wide world, you realize you are a pin on a blot, on an ink blot, on a smaller ink blot, and everything's crazy, and your mind is evaporating, and you're back.
Well, that was a trip.
I think I just died and came back.
B, that was brilliant. Can we applaud B for that?
I think I need a therapy session. Just a question. What did you roll for the wild magic surge on that one? Was it just
you're transferred to
existential
the astral
crisis?
plane, but that's the cosmos.
Okay. But I guess existential crisis is included in that.
Yeah. I mean, you saw the stars on him, so Caleb's just floating around. Jitter.
Oh
my God.
Can Finley try to
No way.
grab him? Like grab him. Oh,
That's what Jitter just got on his D100 roll.
Oh my god.
Jitter got a
Fear?
69. Nice.
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 I don't know. The thing in the book written for 69 is so not good. It's like it's just an invisibility thing on other people. I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like 69 needs to be glorious.
Make
Okay,
it
here's
up.
what happens.
Make it
Jitter
up.
gets hit by this magic burst
Free.
and walks out, and he... Oh god, what do I do? Okay, yeah, this is what happens. As he goes out of the cloud, he looks around at everybody, and he realizes, like, his wings have gotten, like, stronger built. He has gone from like soft to, like, he looks for a split second like how Jitter could look if he took points in strength, and just looks like a fucking Chad basically for like 20 seconds. And like his
Swalter.
voice is the same, just like, what the fuck? Instantly. Yeah, and then a bunch of crying face emojis just start filling the fucking screen. I don't fucking know, dude. It's a 69. I think we just need to take a moment to relish that it is in fact a 69. I just think that that's special and important and worth noting. Yeah,
I
you hear
agree.
air horns from somewhere. But then
Where the fuck did that come
then
from?
just like his head cranes up and then he just starts talking. And Galdrea, you notice him go from like his regular colors to sort of a black and white grayish tone all over himself. And he just goes, wait, what's happened? And he gets caught in the white light for a second. And he starts saying, no, hello.
No.
No.
No, I don't like that.
Galdrea will fucking murder.
Murder the light, Galdrea.
His
do
mouth
it.
opens just wide and you just hear, I've been meaning to converse with you. I've been left here to rot for over 50 years. Why would you abandon me? I was doing everything right. What did I do wrong? I'm sorry. Why did I fail you? Why did you leave me here? Why did you leave me here? And as it says this, the walls shake and the building shudders, and it seems like everything reverberates with Jitter's pleas. And it just ends with, I used to be important. I used to be special. You used to care about me. Did I do wrong? And the light's gone and Jitter collapses.
Galdrea immediately like rushes over to him.
He shakes a little bit and just goes,
Is that
what happened?
She doesn't know what to say, and that's really clear. It doesn't matter, it's over.
Okay.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what that was?
It's bonkers, but it's a working theory. I think Jitter just talked for the Arcanum. Like the building.
Is
It's sentient?
building?
Clearly.
I mean, it makes a weird sort of sense. This place was hit by so much magic, it was a wizard school. I mean, all that lingering magic in one confined place, it makes a lopsided kind of sense.
This town is just weirder and weirder by the day.
So wait, if that means everything that happened wasn't the ghosts or nothing, it was the house itself reacting to us being in here. Because it was abandoned? And Jitter just kind of chimes in, I know if I was abandoned 50 years, I'd be pretty angry.
So you're saying that the building we're in right now is lonely? And it's doing all this stuff to us because it's angry?
I don't have any other way to describe it. I mean, I'm sure in more magically scientific terms it can make more sense, but that's the layman's version of it. I don't know, dude. We're dealing with ghosts and undeath. Anything's possible.
Hey, house! We're real sorry.
A white light hits Jitter again.
No.
No.
And this time Jitter just goes like, wait, no, and throws his goggles at
Oh,
the
no.
light, and the light hits the goggles,
Oh no.
and they float up a little bit, and you just hear from like the echoing of the light, somehow it just goes like, you apologize? Oh, I get it. And you're all hearing it in your native languages. It's not something where it's actually speaking. It's more of a telepathic thing in your heads that you all hear in the language you know best. Sure.
So gnomish.
Okay.
And you hear it say, I get it. Fucking come back here after all you did was leave me to rot, but now you need me. And now I'm...
I wasn't even, like, I was like a baby 50 years ago. I can't really speak for everyone else.
I lived with some gnomes 50 years ago.
Caleb.
See, 50 years ago, I would have been 35.
Oh god, don't remind me of Sari's fucking age.
Caleb, you and I are the same
Caleb
age.
just like takes a moment and just goes, I think talking to it, like what we're doing is probably not productive, but productive.
Do we hit it like the walls?
Rock set?
No.
do?
I don't. It's upset. I don't think that this is the situation where we fight it. I think
No.
there's some kind of peaceful solution to this.
Caleb.
Oh, I thought there was two solutions to everything. I thought it was like either kick ass or talk, and there's no in between.
Well,
but I'm
that's
sorry.
almost accurate. Caleb then just kind of goes, but I think I do know what I can do. And he looks at his hat a little bit and just goes like, see if I remember this. Holds out his staff and starts casting different spells around the place. And he's just basically just doing a cavalcade of magic in this place. And he just goes, 50 years ago, this place was what taught me to do these amazing. You sat here, if you could see, and saw growth and progress and young people growing old and coming back because they loved what they learned, and old people older and passing on their knowledge and passing on their souls. You watched the progression of time. You watched the beauty of progress. It was stolen from you. And I'm sorry. We had a lot stolen from us 50 years ago. I did personally too. I relate to you, building. And he is laughing. This goes, but I promise I'll make it right. I have to do a lot of that. but I'm not going to have to do it alone. Neither. And the door opens.
Aw. I like pat the wall. Thank you, building.
And
If it makes you feel any better, Jeffrey's downstairs cleaning.
so you guys make it into this
He's making
final.
you
You guys
look
make it into this
better.
final room, and Jitter just looks at Galdrea and grabs your hand and just says, "Well, this is it, partner."
I guess so.
I'm sorry I spooked you earlier, but I'm almost kind of glad.
No.
I mean, if it spent 50 years wanting to just say that it was hurting, I'm kind of glad I got to be the voice for it.
You're the only person who could have handled that.
Oh. He like kicks his foot onto the floor a little bit and just like, stop it.
Oh.
Okay,
Come on,
let's get that
go.
book you need. We'll get you home and we'll face whatever happens together. And he flutter jumps
Sounds
in.
good to me.
And you guys walk into this
Aw.
last room and there's a desk. And, like, it looks like a library. It's a fucking library. This whole place is basically a fucking library.
It's a
So
fucking
doors
library.
in it. There's a
God.
desk, and you could tell this is like where the head librarian or the head, leader would sit. And there's all these old books surrounding it. And Caleb just goes, "A fucking course." The oldest tomes up because we couldn't build lower because we got ourselves into the graves of people who were ghosts around us, and defiling their graves would just be bad. So we built up. So of course the old ancient tomes are up here. All right. And it's just an empty desk. And the only things there that have any sort of usability besides just endless streams of books that you would spend years searching for is a bell. The little like hand bell for service.
It's back.
Love's
It's back. No.
What do? It's just this desk and a bell.
Can I ring the bell?
Sorry, you ring the
Ring.
bell. And when you do, this hooded figure appears the other side of the desk, as if it had always.
Oh, hello.
And it just
Hi. I
it
rang your
opens.
bell.
It opens the desk, grabs a
I'm
book,
sorry.
opens
to
it,
meet you.
flips it open, grabs a quill, starts, and it shows you. How can I help?
Ah, so this is a Tom Riddle
Well,
situation.
you see it physically.
I
writing
kind
it,
of like
but it just then it spins it over and shows you the question. How can I help you?
I think I kind of like nudge Caleb forward a little bit. Not in the like I'm scared and I want you to talk for me, just in the like this is like this is you, buddy.
We'd like to check out 2 books, please. And it like nods, and it scratches to the page. What books are you looking at? And Caleb answers with the Tome of the Baelnorn and a shift. And it closes the book. It gives you a nod, and it walks into the shelves and infinite cases. And within a few seconds, it is back with 2 separate. Gives one into the hands of Galdrea, and it sits there.
Who's
I
that?
don't know, but it found what we're looking at. There are just tears in Caleb's eyes.
Hmm.
And it just sort of sits there expectantly. What do you do?
I like I don't know, I just kind of look at Caleb and I say I know what you said back there. And I trust that you're ready.
Caleb just nods and then looks to the others and just goes, but I think we're being a little, don't you? He did take the time to find those for us.
That's true. We should probably thank
Yeah.
him.
I think that's right. Calum just...
I just want to make sure.
Rowan, I'm not a
You-
sick child anymore.
I know that you're not. I know. I know that you're not. I know that you're not. I just care about you. I believe in you. I just really, really hope that this goes right.
Calum smiles at Rowan and just goes, well, is one thing, but we do have power. We have the power to do the right thing. So he walks like eye to eye with the spirit and goes, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You've been a faithful member of this community for 50. You can rest now. Your service has been fulfilled. And the spirit bows, and you hear the sounds of a building being back together. And you hear the happy, almost relieved creatures finally this plane. And in finality, that hood writes in happy
He writes
happy
what?
to be of assistance. And the doors swing wide open. The doors swing open. And it's all just ready. There's no traps, there's no nothing. It's cleared out. I guess all we needed was a little kindness. Galdrea, you have the book you're looking for, and you have Jitter with you, and you realize that this is just going to be walking down some stairs, and your ways will be parted with this crew. So
I look to the rest of the party and I just say very genuinely, thank you. And I look to Jitter and I start walking out of the room. Like shaking, holding the tome.
Jitter kind of runs a little to catch up with you and message cantrips everybody. You've been an amazing help. Thank you so much. I wish we could talk more, but we have work to do. And as he catches up with Galdrea, he just goes, so, you ready to brave a whole other fucking universe together?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Let's get home and we'll do this. I'm proud of you.
Let's do it. You too.
Of course.
And thank
That's what
you.
friends are for. And the two walk out.
Andre just like puts a hand over her heart. Aww.
We're gonna do a bit of a time skip. Heather, thank you. You've been amazing.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
You're gonna do a bit
Thanks,
of a...
Heather.
Yeah, thank you.
You keep
That was
listening, though.
fucking
Don't
awesome.
worry. Thank you so much.
I probably will. I'm gonna mute myself and
That's
just
fair,
put it
that's
out
fair.
so I can hear it.
So, yeah. Time skip a little bit. You're in the castle.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Night has fallen. The veil is at its lowest. You sit now amongst your friends, staring at each other and knowing what's about to happen. And Calum looks at the book, kind of glances at it a little bit and goes, fucking course it's in Elvish. Right? Right, guys?
Yeah, right.
What did Galdrea tell you, Finley?
I think we're in good
That's
hands.
He then just looks at everybody and just goes, well, only one way to start this show, right? And the room is emptied except for you all in the red orb in the center. Calum gingerly rubs the cover of this book and flips it open. He breathes in, breathes out, looks at everyone one last time, tips the cap a little bit of his new wizard hat. The ancient ritual to bring back a Baelnorn is powerful. It requires loving hearts to bring the soul back to the plane of reality. It requires powerful magic. Gathered before us tonight, I believe we have both. Let's begin. Let's begin. Here's how this is going to work. Each of you will have a moment to commune with the spirit of Anna. You've spoken to her in the past. You've talked to her before. She's guided you throughout this whole adventure, and now it's your moment. Each of you are going to get a moment to say something. Judged on that, I will determine the DC, and then you will make a single check with your ability of spell casting. So if you're a bard, it's your charisma. You get the idea. Your role will matter, but what will matter more is your heart. Who would like to go first?
We could go in order.
All right. Sorry. You grab your pipes, you play a note, and your world goes white. And you just feel a presence with you, a loving embrace around you.
Oh, this is nice.
What do you say? You know what you have to do. What do you say?
Hi, Anna. If this is you, we're gonna bring you back now, and I don't know why I'm so scared all of a sudden. This is what we've all been working towards. It's just, I want this to go well. I need this to go well for Calum. I'm doing this for him.
There's a little fire. There's just a little tiny candlelight fire in front of you, and it's all your vision can comprehend, but the more you start talking, it's growing a little bit. It's working. What do you keep saying?
Because I love Calum and this family that we've made, and it's been all brought together by you, and you've given me this amazing family, this opportunity. And honestly, I can't thank you enough.
The fire grows a little bit.
I don't know what else to say here. So she pulls out her panpipes and she starts to play a sort of song, the lullaby that Martin taught her. Calm,
as you play, sorry. As you play, sorry, images appear in the fire the way it did with Martin. And it is in fire, your memories. You see silhouettes of yourself growing. Small, having your shoe caught in trees with your gnome brothers. You see the day you left home. You see the day you met Abix. You see the day you managed to win a sparring match against your Teeth Mom and the look of pride on her face. And you see the day you moved to Timshel and the tears in your Teeth Mom's eyes as she wished you well. And you see the day a cart pulled up to you with a halfling and an Azamar. And you see the day that you fought a wolf, and you see Aster, and you see everything. And at the end of this vision of yours, the fire is a huge red glowing, covering you in warmth and love. I'd like you to roll charisma.
It's not very high. It's 11 plus
13?
2.
Okay. This fire envelops you, Sari, and you hear a voice just say, "You've given it your all, Sari, and you've done enough." Finn. Same deal.
Yep.
The white, the fire, the ember. You don't know Anna that well, but you do have to say something.
Okay. Hello, Anna. I guess we've never talked. You know my name, but my name is Finley. I'm a little bit nervous because I know a lot about what you've done and what you and Caleb and Zagreus have done for potential, and it's honestly I don't know how I got this far, but and I don't think I ever expected to be here. But I have said I would say that in this time that I've been, I guess, assigned to Caleb, I've already learned a lot. I learned that he doesn't always need protecting, but sometimes just needs to be there. And I know that he misses you a lot. And I swear to you, no matter what happens, I will try my damnedest to keep that silly boy
The fire
alive.
is growing.
And it's kind of hard sometimes. I was raised and taught all of these amazing, fantastic stories about what you had done and what Caleb had done, what you had done, and it's interesting when you look now and you can talk to them like people. I guess I didn't know what normal talked like. I was always too focused, but I think now I'm starting to get a hang of it. I think I don't know how long it will take. I don't know what the future holds. I now understand that I can, and there are now people that can help me grow.
The fire envelops you, Finn, and you see things too. You see your aunt fighting battles alongside Caleb and Anna and Zagreus, these silhouettes in the fire. You see wars and battles won and battles lost, and you see all of those things turn into weights, little blocks that sit in a backpack the silhouette of your aunt carries. And then you see yourself, young and innocent, and you see her opening this backpack and handing you these blocks, telling you these stories. And you see now your armor in battle made of those same tails, so it made of those same blocks. And you see yourself grab Caleb and jump. You see the moment where you met the Night Council. You see the moment where reality didn't matter. this dragon from the wall came and you flung at it and you gave it your all, and you see all those things, and you see the moment you were given the rank of lieutenant, all of those moments in that armor made of those same blocks of those same stories just never left you. And you hear, "March on, soldier. I'm proud of you." Andre.
Oh god.
We're all just
Same deal.
crying.
Same deal. Little fire, white light.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Andre just kind of gazes at the little fire for a few moments. You and I have gotten to know each other pretty well over the past weeks.
I can tell you in Canada it's been
with
about
you,
a few weeks
you know.
to almost a month or so.
Okay. Throughout the past month, you've, you know, kind of been in my head, literally. You get to know a person pretty well that way.
The fire kind of grows a little bit, and it purposely flicks a little ember at you, almost playfully. I'm trying so hard not to cry. Oh my god.
Just let it happen.
In the short time I've known you and gotten to learn about the things that you've done for Timshel and for Calum specifically, I know that you're a fighter. Even after you died, you continue to fight, and you're still fighting.
It grows a little bit.
It's our turn. It's our turn to fight for you now. You've been strong for us, and now it's time for us to be strong for you. It's going to be okay, and we're going to bring you back.
It's growing very big now.
You've become part of this family that I've made for myself, and I can't wait to see you in person.
Fuck. Okay, so both Finn. I forgot to do this for Finn. Because you're both magic comes from like being like Eldritch Knights and stuff, and Andres is. So both of you would roll with intelligence. So both just make intelligence checks. I completely forgot to do Finn's. I'm sorry.
Whew, no worries. Oh, thank God. It was
What was it, Finn? Oh my god, yeah.
21.
Yeah. What did you get, Andre?
The stressful heck.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay.
Okay. The
19.
fire envelops you, Andre, and you just hear, "And neither can I, old friend." And you see images too. You see your fire art starts with a ship, and the fire is the sea. And you see yourself and the faces you remember, and you're happy. It's a rare moment of bliss. You then see everything. You see the lonely nights you spent alone in a house thinking you had a family. You see the night you ran away, the night you decided to be your own person, the night you took life in your own hands. You see the family you made with Jatai and Pluto and Aster and Esvel. And you see your greatest moments together, not by accomplishment, but just the moments that you remember. The things that made you laugh, the time Pluto fell asleep in a tree, the time Jatai leaned back to fire an arrow from a ceiling or something, and just remember his voice saying, "I hope this doesn't become a trend." You see Aster, the day that his wings sprouted and the joy you had. And then you see yourself leaving them, and it's sad. and it hurts. But in this image, you take solace in the knowledge that they're not gone. You caught up with them. They caught up with you. And you see those moments too. You see Talia asking you your name 10, 12, 20 times. You see everything. And you look for a moment at this little family you've made, starting at first with you in the fire, then your crew, and the Night Council, and the people of Timshul, and all of them growing and expanding wider and wider. And then that fire envelops you and Rowan. What do you do?
Hey, Anna. It's been a journey, hasn't it?
If fire could gives you a thumbs up.
When I first came to Timshul, I had no idea what was in store for me. And I'm so glad that it was this. I've made so many friends I never expected to make. I've done things I never expected to do. I've watched everyone grow so much, but I'm still scared. I don't know what the future holds for me. I don't know what the future holds for the rest of us. I want to have confidence that everything's going to be okay. That's what I tell myself. That's why I always try to have such a positive outlook. Because I just want to make sure that my friends feel the same way. All of us have been through so much, and I do my best to keep everyone happy, but I'm so scared.
The warm embrace of the fire cloaks you more.
But all of that said, something inside of me knows that, or at least wants to know that this is going to work out. I think I just need to hold on to that hope that even though I'm scared, things are going to be okay.
Roll with wisdom, Rowan.
Oh, shoot. That is a 22.
Rowan, the fire envelops you, and you hear it say, hold on to your hope, Rowan. And you see a story. You see yourself, and there's a little tongue of fire glowing from your chest. And you see your life. You see your time with your family, and your fire is beaming in your chest, growing out and expanding inside of you. And you see the happy moments. You see the day that Ashwin learned to play music, the joy you felt, and there's a dread in all these joyful moments, Rowan, because you know what comes next.
Mm-hmm. I just realized that was something that I didn't mention, and I think I kind of like, as I'm seeing this, I kind of just like burst out, still talking to Anna, and I'm just like, I think I've realized the reason why I had so much doubt. It's because I know what it's like to lose someone you love.
And as you say that, the fire shows that.
I know what it's like to feel that guilt. And I don't want anyone to feel that ever again.
At that moment, the jaws of the wolf cling, and the fire in your chest just goes out. But then everything is black for a second, Rowan, and you worry, did you do something wrong? And then that little light again. And this time you find it, and you see you sitting in a tavern
and you see your big half-orc friend cleaning dishes and rolling his eyes that you're talking about the weather. And you see everything. Every moment. The fights, the angry times you've had, the time you berated Andre for killing a kobold when really it wasn't a deal. Like really.
Sorry.
You see yourself at Caleb's birth.
Considering all the things we've killed now.
You see at Caleb's birthday, you see that little image of yourself talking to the images of your friends, and its fire burns bright in that moment. And you see the moment where you destroy the frost wolf and everything. You remember the Malsum and how you overcame that moment already once before, and just everything, Rowan. Even up to Eldraine, where you managed to use your love and magic to free Garrick from Oko. And you just hear, you've never lost that hope, Rowan. You've kept it burning. I look up to you. Be strong for me. And your will rolls white.
I will.
Mothers and fuckers of the jury, it's my turn. Caleb just starts telling Anna, I don't know what the others are saying. I don't know if we're doing this right. He adjusts his hat. I don't know what's about to happen. But I would bend any rule, any world, any multiverse to be with you again. You were my best friend. You meant everything to me. When I had no one, I know I had you. And when you left, I was scared, but I learned that I could find other people. I met amazing people when you were gone, Anna. And the idea of you meeting them in the flesh, for real, I don't know what to say. I have a sister now. I have someone who loves me unconditionally. I have a lot of people who do. People who don't care that I'm Prince Caleb, but people who care that I'm Caleb, the way you used to care. I've learned to live without you. Not because you weren't there for me, but because I knew that one day, someday, everyone has to say goodbye. And that's really scary. But if I can keep smiling, if I can keep you part of me, even though you're not here, well, then maybe that means when you are here, I'll get to be your better friend. Sometimes I feel bad that I've made new friends. I feel like it's unfair. That I love them. And I feel like it's unfair to them if I'm stuck 50 years ago. I spent so long feeling guilty. I thought maybe if I could bring you back, I wouldn't have to feel that way anymore. But bringing you back doesn't change what happened. And I'm just now realizing that all of this, everything, the reason I cooped myself up in a castle and didn't let myself live was because I thought I thought that you wouldn't want me to live without you, when nothing is further than the truth. You were fire. You were so happy to be alive. Living was its own reward to you. I guess I always was kind of the cold head, hard head, huh? But I've learned to be happy and to find happiness in the little things.
I learned to be happy with you gone. So maybe that means I can be happier with you here. Anna. I'm just now realizing. I always thought I needed you. I thought I needed you in my life, but maybe the fact I don't need you, the fact that I can live without you, the fact that I can be happy with you gone, means that I'm finally ready to be your real best friend. I love you. And whether you come back or not, I'll always remember you. I just want you to be happy too. And it's white. And it's warm. And all of you see this fire, and when it parts, you all see each other. Too far away to reach, but just close enough to see. And you are filled with this love and warmth. And you hear someone from around you, behind you, you don't know, just say, "You idiots are some of the most beautiful people I've had the pleasure to watch for 50 years. You motherfuckers. You cartwheeled into a fucking building. You've done the most crazy bullshit. I am so proud." You asked me. You've asked
Thanks.
me to come back. You guys. I just wanted the invitation. I love you all. I accept.
Sorry, runs over. She wants to hug this person.
She's
going
into
for it.
fire, sorry, and the world is still white, and you wake up from what feels like a long and restful and beautiful dream.
Wait, hold on. I love this image of all of us just running at this white light, like arms open.
And when you wake up, all of you are in a circle, in that same circle, almost waking up from a pleasant sleep. And Andre, you look to your left, and there's Rowan. You look to your right, and there's Sorry, and Sorry, you look to your left, and there's Andre, and you look to your right, and there's Calum, and Calum looks to his left, and there's Sorry, and looks to his right, and there's Finn, and the cycle continues, and you all just look around at each other. And Rowan, you look to your left, and there's just fucking Anna. What a bitch. And in that moment, it doesn't click, and then it does. And you all just sit there, and skeletal and old and undead looking, she sits for a moment and looks at all of you and just goes, "You motherfuckers."
Andre wants to hug. Andre
Is that like your word?
She just like tries to get up, and you see it like it's awkward and just trying her best, and just kind of trips a little bit. Just, fuck, I forgot gravity existed. Well,
Sorry, just like slowly turns and looks at Calum like, "Is this how she normally was?"
Calum sees this and is bawling and just goes, "Yeah, that's Hannah." And she looks at all of you, and she sits there. She holds out her arms and just goes, "Come here, you dumbasses."
You know what?
We give her the best hug.
I said all that stuff about putting my fear behind me. Come here, you creepy, creepy zombie.
Come here, you skeletal
And she hugs
thing.
you all.
Finley stands back a little bit.
It's okay. You're strangely cute, zombie.
Finley, get in here. You're part of the Finn, get in here. You're part of the family.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm the princess. I
And
say
you're
so.
all holding each other in this moment, and she kind of squirms her head out a little bit and just goes, "Well, you did it. I don't know what to say, except, hi. Hi, sorry, Finley, Andre, and Rowan. It's so nice to finally meet you." And she looks over to Caleb and just goes, "And you." And Caleb just chuckles and goes, "Yeah, yeah." And she looks at him up and down, just goes, "Dig the hat. Defo dig the hat." He says, "I just got it today." She's like, "I know to get it to a tailor, my dude." And it's just like, you see him, like, his cheek puff out a little bit. It's like, what's going to do that? He's like, 50 years to wait to see your best friend, and you show up in that, huh? And he's just like, you're 50 years in another universe, in the afterlife, and you're still a massive jerk. And she tackle hugs him. Two just hug each other for a very long time. And she just goes, "I miss you." And he just goes, "You have no idea." She stands up, looks at all of you, and Caleb's still there, absolutely crying. Just looks at you four and just goes, "Thank you for watching over him for me."
He's a pain.
No problem. I mean, me and Finn take shifts watching
I'm
him while he
sorry, what?
sleeps.
You're not supposed to say that.
I mean, Rose is there every night.
Sorry. Shut up.
You're in for
Rose-
a treat, Anna.
Rose gets to
already
be
know
there
that,
every
though.
night, and now Anna can take one of the shifts with us.
Stop. Just.
And you all just, you're laughing with each other, and Anna, like, goes up to you, sorry, and wraps you in a hug and just goes, "I'm honored to be part of your family."
I'm glad to have you in it. And she hugs her back as tight as she can without breaking any of the
Yeah.
bones.
As
That
she,
make it.
as she parts with you, she walks up to Andre and just goes, "So, thought you'd be taller."
Excuse me. She just like laughs
Wow.
and shakes her head and just like
She hugs
pulls
her
her
back
her
and just
eye.
goes, "I love you."
Goes up to
I love
Rowan.
you
Thought you'd be
too.
shorter.
And she gives you this hug, and when she parts with you, she just goes like, "Thanks for letting me stick around in your cranium for a while."
It's not like I had much of a choice, but you were pleasant company at
Well,
least.
The Sari's got a little problem with occupancy in there already, and I feel like and Rowan would have probably freaked out to the point of no return if I did that to her. I knew you could handle.
Hey, I'm growing. I'm learning.
I know you are. And she walks over to you, Rowan, and goes, "I know you are. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Anna."
No,
Right, you're
I'm
right.
sorry.
Hi, sorry. No, hi, I apologize. I'm Anna. I'm kind of like that sometimes. And she kind of like sits next to you, Rowan, and just goes, "So, I used to think wolves were pretty, and now I kind of think they suck."
Sorry, I've ruined wolves for
It's
you.
all right. It's all right. She just kind of smiles and just goes, "You've been a damn good spiritual healer. You know that?"
Oh, that's nice of you.
But more importantly, you've been a good friend to all of them. Regardless of what you do, be a good friend. And she would just walk right up to Caleb, and he's just awkwardly holding his shoulder, And she just kind of goes, so, 50 years, and the best you can muster is a hug, huh, you dumbass? And it's like, well, in fairness, you do look skeletal and Kriya. And she kisses him.
Aww.
Yes.
Aww.
Oh, I'm crying now. I wasn't before, but I'm crying more now.
And she parts with him for a second and just goes, cold and skeletal, my ass. And Caleb just stands there absolutely dumbfounded as she just walks over to Finn and just goes, so I know in person I don't match up to all your stories your aunt told you. God, she always was a bit of a blabbermouth, wasn't she?
I don't know. I think it's kind of more than I
She smiles,
expected.
just goes, well, I'm gonna disappoint you real quick.
I don't know. I think my standards are starting to change very quickly.
Good. Keep changing those standards, kid.
What?
And then she just chuckles a bit and just goes, you know what I mean. I don't know about being your hero, but I want to be your friend.
Well, I certainly
She
not
smiles
opposed.
and gives you a bit of a hug, and then just stands up a bit, and there's the sound of a door swinging, and then just, well, if it isn't my little girl. And she turns around and just goes, hey, Gramps. And it's an alien. And he just kind of smiles and goes, so, how have you been? And it's very clear he's fighting back the happiest tears. And she walks.
Just let it out, Anelian. Let it out. The rest of us have a
she
lot.
walks up to him, kind of wraps him in a hug, and just goes, yeah, now I look more old than you, don't I? And then he smiles and pulls her and just goes, oh, shut up. And then and next to him is just holy shit, they did it. And she pokes her head out and just goes, you've known Caleb since you were kids, Zag. You should know this. You knew he'd pull through, right? Come on. And he just kind of chuckles and just goes, man, he just kind of goes to Caleb, maybe you did it a little too well. And she just kind of flips him off, and he smiles. And she goes, hey, I still remember how to use my fingers, dipshit. And Zag just goes, it is you, and wraps her in a hug. And then Caleb runs in and hugs the two as well. And there's this moment of this old family reuniting again. And things come and pass. The moment fades. And she just kind of stands there with all of you and just goes, we have a lot to talk about. So, I think I gotta go. What? No, Caleb. It's been 50 years. And I think I really gotta use the bathroom.
I'm sorry. Oh, Anna.
Oh, I love her so
And
much.
Caleb just goes, do you need my help, Caleb? I meant with
Sorry,
stairs.
just turns and looks at Caleb
I meant with stairs. And she's just
no, Caleb, we don't ask people
I'm
that.
sorry, this has been a weird day. And she just smiles and puts her arm on his shoulder and just goes You're forgiven, but come on, Caleb. I managed to orchestrate this whole thing to bring me back into your lives. Make you think I can't handle a flight of water?
Watch out for the stairs and the pseudo dragons.
What? Oh, should we help her?
Okay. And Elian
I'm
puts
sure
his hand-
she's
and Elian
fine.
puts his hand out
She'll
and
be
says, "I'll
fine."
use this." And she hits the bottom of this flight of
Oh,
stairs
cool.
and just looks up and just goes, "I kind of wish I was still a ghost right now, actually." And Caleb runs down the steps and just like, "Anna, you just got back. You can't kill yourself again now." And he's just like, "Please don't do that ever again." What, trip down the stairs? I don't think I can really control that. Just being alive.